The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 225, being recorded on September the 29th, 2018. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Lot. Today, I'm joined by a Canadian from the Great White North, Ryan Gibson, Give8777. Welcome back, Ryan.
What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Horrible Gamers. Let's do it.
That's right. And from the West Coast, the best coast, my friend Johnathan AKA Penpointred is here. Welcome, Johnathan, to the show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on.
That's right. And our friend Henley Merrill, Gunny Chief, couldn't be here today, but we can assure you he's doing fine. He's getting a cat or something.
Yep.
Somewhere.
He's going out to get some pussy.
From the Humane Society.
And then go to a child's
birthday
party.
Pussy and birthday all day.
Yeah. You can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes, on Stitcher, all that good stuff. Whatever. You know what to do. Facebook, join our community, Horrible Gamers Podcast community. It is a closed group. That means anything you post in the group is only visible by members of the group. You can also like our page and follow us there when we post our shows. We usually post them on there as well. Feedback at horriblegamers.com is our email address. Go ahead and email us any feedback you have for the show. And patreon.com/horriblegamers is where you can go and support the show. Anything is appreciated, but I mean, the more the better. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Christmas is coming, so get those donations in. I need to buy gifts for my family.
I need to buy gifts from my new baby.
There you go.
Go join the Patreon.
Jonathan Hall is part of the Patreon. Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Thiel, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa is a new Patreon this month. Yeah!
Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. You can donate as little as $1 as up to as much as you want, I think. There's no limit, right? How much you can donate on there?
Not that I know of.
$1 million.
I think I tried to do like 500,000 and it wouldn't let me.
$1 million a month.
Rich as fuck. Just give us 500,000 a month. It's okay. Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix. It is called The Breakout. Our outro song is Broke for Free by Night Owl. Go listen to them on iTunes, YouTube, all the tubes. Just go listen. Cool songs. I like them both. That's why we use them. Anyways, this is a video game podcast, and we're going to talk about video games this week. Video games that we've played. I played games this week, guys and girls. I played games.
Did you? What'd you play, Jesus? I wonder what Jesus played.
I played some PUBG, of course. Guess what?
What?
I'm not going to reach level 30 on that fucking pass thing.
Oh, no?
I've resigned myself that I'm not going to even get close. I'm like level 19.
You got to hit 30 by
when?
when?
Hit 30 by like Tuesday or something.
Oh, Jesus.
It says like I have 4 days left, I think, so must be Tuesday. I can cut it off. I'm not going to reach.
And they expect you to be you play that a decent amount.
I played it a lot, dude. And like almost every day I play at least a couple hours, sometimes for like 5 hours, 6 hours straight. And it's impossible to reach that level. Like I know some people have, obviously, because I see lots of people with the frying pan that has the bullet symbol, like the target symbol on it. Yep. So lots of people reach level 30, but I think those people paid for that, because there's this thing you can pay for that gives you like 5 levels for free if you pay them G coins.
Of course.
And I think it's $5 for 5 levels. So they're charging you $1 per level that you want to go up. But you already paid $10 for the pass. So if you say,
it's like, oh, now you can't access this. Give us some more money, and we'll let you get to the top.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, give us $10, Jesus, and we'll put you at level 29. You know, like, that's what they're telling me. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going to give you $10 more to get me to level 29.
Oh.
So I'm not doing that. I think some of the people that I saw with, like, the little Target frying pan or whatever, like, a couple weeks ago, because I seen people a couple weeks ago with those. I think those people paid for those levels, unless they have no life and all they do is play PUBG. Like,
yeah, and it seems like that's the only way you can actually obtain this is like to just
literally just play
quit
PUBG.
your job and play PUBG all day long.
But even with the daily XP, they have a limit on the daily XP. You can only get 120 daily XP. Besides that, once you
got to make sure you get that 120
so
every day. So
when you cap out that 120 XP, which I've done a few times, you don't get any more XP unless you complete challenges, like the daily challenges, which you only get 3 of them, or like the weekly challenges or whatever.
And they're on a timer too, to like for the next one to come up or whatever, or do they just come up as soon as you complete one?
Well, as soon as you complete them, they're done. I mean, the daily challenges, you only get 3 of them per day. So, like, if one of them is, like, shoot a helmet and destroy it, you destroy the helmet, then that mission is done for the day. You got to wait till the next day.
You got to wait till the next day before you get a new one?
For a daily challenge. But the weekly challenges, they're kind of the same thing, too. Like week 1 challenges, if you complete them, they're just done. You got to wait till week 2 challenges come out to get the new challenges. And they only have 4 weeks of challenges available.
Can you complete week 1 challenges in week 2, or are they gone?
No, they're still there. They're there.
They're still there, so you can still complete those ones.
Yeah,
if
which
you
I have done, like, I think I only have like 1 week 1 challenge left. I have like no week 2 challenges left. I completed all of those. Week 3, I think I have 2 challenges left. And week 4, I have like 2 left. So I've completed like most of the challenges on this shit. And I'm level 19. I don't get it, dude. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Like, man. I know you play that game a lot, so I mean, like, I can only imagine how much you actually have to fucking play, in order to fucking complete it. It's just ridiculous. It's insane, and I mean, Fortnite's the same. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's the same shit.
Yeah. Destiny 2 is the same way too. I feel like I play that game a fuckload, and
they still want you to continue to play more, right? So it's like, I don't know what these developers expect from us to, like, pretty much devote your life to one game, and they all want you to do that with their game, right? Sea of Thieves,
exactly.
Sea of Thieves, Destiny,
same way.
All those games are that way. Like, if you want to be good at this game, if you want to have the best shit, you got to devote your life to this one game, and that's it. And I'm not down for that, man. I kind of hate that everything's online nowadays because of that.
I know, yeah. No, I bounce around a bunch between
Same
games.
here,
So all my shit's low level.
Yeah, so like Destiny 2, I could never go back in there and play unless I pay for that like level increase or whatever, and then try to get in there and play. And have to play every day for hours at a time. It's just not for me, right? So,
like, that shit's up to like 500 now, right? I think I only made it to like 280 when I first played. Like,
no, the light levels?
Yeah.
No, it's 600, dude.
600? Well, there you go.
Even worse.
I know. I'm a 507.
There, I guess.
I'm a 507 right now. I've just been, I try to grind at least a couple hours a day, but holy fuck, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. So, I don't know. I mean, congratulations to all the people in PUBG that got the season pass completed, but not me, man. It ain't gonna happen. I know that. I got level 19. I might reach level 20 if I play tonight and tomorrow. But I think that's probably all I'm going to reach. Anyways. So besides PUBG, I've been playing a lot of other games this week. So I played some Tomb Raider last night. Quite a bit of Tomb Raider, man. A lot of Tomb Raider.
I've been raiding the tombs as well.
I'm really liking that game. It's a lot of fun. It's growing on me. The more I play, the more fun I'm having with it. I'm really getting into the stealth kills. So I don't mind that there's not a lot of combat in the game. I actually like it that they spread it out and it makes it kind of impactful when you actually have combat there.
Yeah.
You know? So I've been having lots of fun stringing the people
and the
up
combat's
on the
like it's there, and it gets a little more like it comes in a little more as you get further in the game. Like there's more combat in it's more back end of the game where all the combat is. Like now I'm running into people like a lot more than I was at first. At first, you don't like. There's no combat. It's just like explore and check out these tombs and solve the puzzles and stuff like that. And then, it picks up a little more in the end because an enemy comes in that.
Yeah. So there was one section that I thought was super cool was the one where you're going to this tomb, right? And you hear these guys talking about like, oh, why does the boss want us to lock it off? If the threat is underground, why are we up here? So you kill those guys and you kind of go into this tomb and you're sitting there wondering like, what the fuck were they talking about? And as soon as you jump down to the bottom, there's just blood everywhere and like dead bodies and all the soldiers are dead. You're like, holy shit, what killed these guys? If anything could kill all these like. There was like a SWAT team down there of guys, and they're all dead. I'm like, if all these fucking guys are dead, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? So I was going through that. That was pretty cool. I thought that when that enemy comes out and attacks that dude in the tree or whatever, like that shit was fucking wild. I was like, what the fuck? So all that stuff is pretty cool. I have to say though, out of all the Tomb Raiders, this is the least polished Tomb Raider game out of the last 3 that came out. It's just riddled with bugs. It is. I've found
really
multiple bugs, dude. Multiple bugs. Like
what?
Like just different shit. Like one time I was going through my first big tomb area where it was like this big this big city. Like I don't know. I was going through there and I was climbing these platforms and shit. And they were trying to make it scary to like where like Lara Croft was hearing voices and she was thinking she was seeing like the Indian people running by the trees and shit, like kind of making it creepy. So like I was like, oh, I'm into this shit. So then like there was a part where this Indian guy, I want to say he's an Indian. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's a native, whatever the fuck, to the place that you're in.
Yeah.
He was swinging to the trees or something, and he kind of like it was like a cutscene almost type thing where you walk through a certain area and it triggers it, and the dude was supposed to like swing like above you. And you were supposed to kind of miss him because you're looking straight, right? So you're supposed to go by really fast, and he's supposed to like go back into the fucking bushes, but he didn't go back into the bushes. He was just sitting there, like on top of this like thing, like this brick wall or whatever that was to my left. Like there was like a little thing up there, and he was just sitting there, and he was like there crouched. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? There is people here. And I thought it was just part of the game at first because it looked like he was just sitting there looking at me. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? So I'm like, I pulled out my bow and I was trying to shoot him. But every time I would put my reticle over him, Laura would just put her bow down. Like she wouldn't even aim at him. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't shoot him. And then, he was just sitting there for the whole time. And something I did was I did something wrong and I fell off the cliff. And when I respawned in that area, he was gone. Like it did it again, but he was gone this time. So, like, obviously, the first time he wasn't supposed to be sitting there just looking at me.
Was this in the weights tomb, like where you were trying to pull the weight down?
No.
Up,
no. This was one where you're platforming on an elevator type thing where, like, you push the elevator comes, you got to tie the elevator off, and then jump on the elevator or something. And then
okay, I remember. Yeah, I remember that now.
That one, it was on that one. So it was kind of weird.
I mean, it's weird. It's been flawless for me. The only bug that I've seen so far was, and me and Kathy both laughed at this because she was watching, but all of a sudden there was a cutscene going on, and everyone's, talking, and Laura keeps talking, but her mouth stops moving. So, like, Kathy's sitting there going, like, what is she doing? Like, what? What the hell's going on? Yeah. And it's like just this weird little bug where, like, her mouth wasn't moving while she was talking.
And then
like, I guess she's a ventriloquist or something.
Another bug I saw last night was one where, when you're in this fire tomb type thing, when you go to this village and there's all these Indian people or whatever, they find you or whatever. You find the little boy that's tied up or whatever. You go into this village. There's a tomb in that village where it's like a challenge tomb. And you go in there and there's this thing that's spinning and it's on fire and it's spinning really fast and you got to lift up the arms and make it go down or whatever and all this shit. Well, it's supposed to crash down and like be all messed up so you can jump on the broken arm and climb up it, right? Well, the first time it did that, it was like, she was like, oh, it worked. And I was like, I was running towards it and the arms were still straight. Like it didn't crash down. Like it just stopped. But the floor disappeared around it. Like the floor around the bottom that was supposed to crash down and destroy, and the thing was supposed to collapse and everything, and the arm was supposed to come down. It didn't happen. Like, the thing just stopped, and the floor disappeared. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and because there's this arm right there next to where I'm supposed to kind of jump, and I'm like, okay, am I supposed to climb on this arm and hang on it to go across? I'm like, it looks like it, but it's not white, and it has spikes on it, so I probably shouldn't be jumping up there. So I was sitting there thinking, what the fuck do I do? So
dude, there's been so many moments where I've like sat there and gone, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? So like on a whim, I just jump into the hole because I was like, I'm just going to kill myself to see if it... Yeah.
I jump into the hole, and she's walking on the ground that's disappeared. It's just disappeared, and I'm walking on this ground, and you can see her like she's kind of balancing. I'm like, what the fuck is she balancing on? There's nothing there. So I go all the way up to the tower, and I'm trying to climb it, and I'm just jumping and jumping and jumping. And it finally, like, it shows her kind of falling, but she's just doing the little, but she's not falling. But she's not falling. She's just sitting there in place, like floating, like waving her arms around like she's falling, but she's not
crazy,
falling.
Man.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And she did that for like a minute, dude. And then finally I like jumped up. I was able to jump again and jump up on the board again or whatever that was supposed to be there. And then I jumped off the other side, and she fell and died. And then when I reset it, it did it the right way. Like, you could see the floor collapse and the tower broke, and it showed you like where the broken arm was.
That's fucking weird, man.
It was really weird.
I've had no issues like that at all. Like I said, that was that one no mouth moving thing was the only like real bug that I've saw.
I don't know why it has these bugs. I don't know if it's because I'm playing like on a disc version, but it shouldn't be, right? Because the game downloads either way the same way.
Yeah, but are you playing on performance mode or?
No, I'm playing on the visual mode.
I wonder. See, I think I am too. No, I'm playing on visual too, I think.
See, I'm
pretty sure.
So it should be... I don't know. It was kind of weird. It did that to me. But anyways, besides that, the game is a lot of fun in the parts that, I mean, I learned the new ability to, like, jump off the tree and, like, tie the dude on the rope and, like, hang him off the tree or whatever. That shit's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that to all the enemies now. Just go up on the tree, wait for them to walk underneath me, then I tie them up and hang them up on the tree like Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
And then, what else did I learn? I learned a lot of new tricks. I got like this new pulley that can pull like walls or whatever, like a rope pulley or something. I got one of those now.
Yeah. To break the
doors
things.
or whatever. I need to buy the shotgun still or find it or something. I still need that.
I'm still waiting for. Oh, I have the shotgun already. I'm still waiting to find the upgrade for my knife so that my knife is stronger.
That's in that village that I'm talking about, where all the people are living at.
I must have missed it then.
There's a merchant you got to buy it from.
Oh,
because that's where
I know. I bought
the pulley. You buy it from a merchant too, and the lockpick.
I bought the pulley from the merchant. Yeah,
and the lockpicks too. You buy it from the merchant. Yep. But there's another merchant. As well. There's 3 merchants in that town. There's another merchant that sells clothing. He sells like the special outfit that makes you super hidden. And there's another one that sells like the knife upgrade, and she sells some other kind of upgrade, like a pistol upgrade or a rifle upgrade. And I bought the rifle upgrade, but I didn't buy the knife upgrade, so I didn't think I would need it. Then I ran into a situation where it said like, you need to upgrade your knife. I was like, yeah, fuck. And then I like the fucking rifle upgrade costed me like 2,000, 3,000 gold. So I had no gold left. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I wasted all my gold on this shit. I don't even use my rifle. The only time I ever use the rifle is when like people spot me and I just go fucking nuts on them and just shoot everybody.
Or those guys that come running at you.
Yeah,
I pull out the rifle and just pop, pop, pop in there.
Usually for them, I'll pull out my pistol because it's silence. So I don't want people to hear me. So I'm always pulling out my pistol and shooting them in the face or something.
It's just when those guys are fucking running at you, it's hard to hit them with the bow. It's like, because they fucking jerk around. It's weird.
Yeah. But the game is fun. I'm having fun with it. I thought it was pretty cool. You could cover yourself with mud and hide in the bushes and all that shit, hide against the wall.
I think that was kind of cool. Unique.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's like, okay, that's a new mechanic, but it's
a new little gimmick. Like, I'll see like Uncharted doing that next game or something.
Yeah, you don't even use it that often. You know what I mean? It's just in a certain section. You got the mud on the ground. You pick it up. You kind of sneak through. But I've been really enjoying the game.
Lots of people are dying in my game. Lots of civilians have been getting killed by Trinity. They're just getting executed left and right. Like, holy shit, man!
I just went to I just went to save the there's a little kid you gotta save.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I missed it. Like I started the side quest, right? And I'm like, do, and then I found a tomb and I went into a tomb and then I'm like, oh shit, I can't get back to it now. I'm like, oh well, I guess kid's gonna die. Sorry.
Yeah,
or no, the kid's dad. That's what it was. Yeah.
Sometimes that happens in the game where you end up going through a tomb and all of a sudden you realize that the section behind you is gone, like it's locked out now.
Yeah, now you can't get back.
What the fuck? I wanted to not leave that area, so you're trying to sit in there and figure out how to get back to that area. And I figured out most of the time how to get back to certain areas, but some of that shit is real tricky, dude.
The other thing I just did was those fucking light mirrors.
Yeah.
Where you have the 4 light mirrors. No?
Yeah, I haven't got to that part.
And it moves there's a bunch of water flowing through this section, and there's these little poles that you can walk across. Mm-hmm. And if you put the light on the little diamond on the pole, it'll turn in a different direction. And you have to set up all the fucking thing. Oh man, I spent like an hour just fucking moving shit around.
I had a really annoying puzzle last night where you're going to this area and you open this door and it slides open. And then, so like these 2 walls on the side collapse and Laura's like, I gotta match the numbers to the symbols or something. I'm like, match the what to the what? And I'm like, I'm just guessing. I'm just spinning the thing around till I hear the noise that tells me that I did it right. Yeah. So then I go to open the door and the floor starts collapsing underneath me. So I have to run down the hallway and get out and then spin the tiles again to match something else. And then you open that first door. There's another door. So what do you do on the next door? You go to open it. Same thing happens. The floor starts collapsing. You got to run all the way back out and figure out how to spin the fucking tiles to make it match, because the tower keeps growing. Every time you open a door, it goes up 1 little block, so now you got to spin the bottom block to figure it out. I sat there for 30 minutes, dude. I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to be looking at, because every time I highlighted I pulled out my hint thing, you highlight everything, all it highlighted was the towers that I'm supposed to spin and the door.
Yeah.
It didn't highlight the walls on the right or the left that I'm supposed to be looking at where the symbols are at. And then she pulls out this picture from her wallet, and she's like, I took this picture back in fucking Mexico, and I gotta fucking look at this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, Laura? What the fuck are you talking about? She's like, it must be 0. And I'm like, what number is 0 in the fucking Aztec or Mayan language? I do not fucking know Aztec or Mayan.
If you would have opened up the picture in your inventory, it probably would have had a clue on it, I think.
Well, it kind of glowed, the number glowed, but it wasn't the number that I was supposed to put it on. It was a line and 3 dots. And
I know what puzzle you're talking about.
A circle,
now.
And I'm like, I guess a circle means 0 in this language.
And you had to open 3 doors.
Yeah, it was 3 fucking doors. That shit was annoying.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Oh my god,
I got through it though, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was. You had to look at the picture and then maybe turn it around or something, and then there were clues all over the place for it. You had to go find all these clues and
That's fucking stupid. I thought.
Yeah. Man,
like Square Enix and Eidos Montreal, I appreciate this shit, but at the same time, don't make the puzzles fucking stupid. Like this game, the puzzles are fucking dumb.
Or if I'm banging my head against it for fucking 20 minutes, give me another clue. You know what I mean? Just highlight something else and be like, hey, maybe look at this thing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Maybe make Laura just walk up to the shit and be like, all right, motherfucker, I'll figure this out for you real quick. You know what I mean? Just
let Laura play the game for you.
Let her just overtake, just take control and let her play for you and just figure this fucking crap out, because it's annoying, man. I had a rough time there trying to figure those fucking puzzles out.
I had another puzzle where I was trying to. There was a thing floating in the water, like a little dock floating in the water, and you could raise the water level and drop the water level back down. That's what the 2 switches would do, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was figure out where you gotta go, right? And I had no idea where. I banged my head against it for fucking ever, and I'm like, this is so pissing me off. And then I dropped the water level down, and I realized there was an open door. I had to drag the thing into a different room, and then raise the water level. Like, it was so simple, but like I was sitting there just banging my head against it for like ever, and I'm like, God, like that's the thing. Like these puzzles make you think. Like they really make you think, and sometimes you think too hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Overthinking them.
Yeah, and they don't give you enough clues, right?
Yeah.
Like to.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah.
I've had a few moments that I like the one that was like the trial of the jaguar or whatever. Those were pretty cool because they had like different things. One was like climbing the big tower that was spinning and you had to figure it out, and then there was the one where you swung on those cliff, like you were on the cliff and you were swinging with your fucking rope or whatever, magically hooking onto these little hooks.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man, Laura has some really good aim with that rope. I would fucking die in a second. Get me to jump and throw a fucking rope up and hook on to something. Like, totally video game logic there. But, yeah. Good game. I like it. I'm having fun with it. I look forward to finishing it. I found out who the bad guy is and who the king of the people who the Indians are fighting against. I don't really understand that storyline there.
No,
so like the one lady is the queen of the people, but she's listening to this other dude who's like the leader of another army, but they're in her village.
Yeah.
How is she the queen of the people? Why the fuck is she a queen and these listening to these soldiers when she's a queen? You know what I mean? It makes the story just makes no sense. Everybody's like she's the queen and she's the one who rules all these people, but yet her town is overtaken by another army from another tribe or something. The story makes no fucking sense. I don't know. I'm just like, whatever. Trinity. Whatever. This shit makes no sense. I don't care. I'm just playing to kill people.
Still a fun game.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious. I straight started laughing out loud when the little boy who was tied up, the Indian boy, when you first find him, he just starts speaking English to you. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm like, this motherfucker's supposed to be part of a civilization that's like part of a hidden city somewhere that people have never found in the history of the world. Some kind of hidden city, and this motherfucker understands Lara Croft so fucking perfect. He's just like, I understand you perfectly. Like, I speak English too. Like, and the queen speaks English, and her soldiers speak English, and everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
Everyone's just magically speaking English in the village.
I'm glad they did that instead of making it subtitles that I had to read, though. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, I'd rather have them speak English to me.
It would have made way more fucking sense, though, in the story, man. Like, really? Yeah,
I know.
Come on, dude. These motherfuckers speaking English.
You have to just pretend that they're not. That Laura just understands them, and you're hearing her translation of what they're saying.
She understands the language. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's solved the problem.
Damn, man. I just started laughing out loud, though, when that happened. I was like, this little Indian dude knows English, like, so well. Like, he speaks better English than Laura. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. But yeah, so enough Tomb Raider talk. I played it. I'm liking it. I think it's a lot of fun. I fucking hate the piranhas. Those things are stupid. They just those things are ridiculous. Like the eels, you can run into them and you can
get away from.
Yeah, you can kill them even if they grab you. But the fucking piranhas, you just can't get away from them. They just kill you.
It's a death state. The piranhas. It's not. It's not like it's like you did something wrong. You got caught by them, so you're dead. You know, automatically. Which it's like it's not like it's that bad of a thing. Anyways, the checkpointing is pretty decent. You don't lose a lot of progress if you die, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And
usually when you come back, the stuff that you've collected and like if you've done something new in the puzzle that you're trying to figure out, like it's still done. You don't have to redo everything again most of the time, you know.
Yeah, I like that. And I've been getting all the collectibles and stuff too in the game. It's crazy. So much collectibles.
Yeah.
What else?
What else you been playing, Jesus?
Lots of Civilization Revolution. That's a backwards compatible game. I just play the fuck out of that game. I fucking love it. But other games that I played this week, a new update for Sea of Thieves came out called Forsaken Shores. I've been playing that this week. It adds a new area to the map, and I was playing that with Johnathan Hall the other day in Mojo Red, actually. So, Johnathan, if you want to chime in here and
okay. I don't know.
That was pretty cool, right? I like that. For the first time ever, I spawned in the Brigantine, so that's the 3-man ship, and I really like that ship. It is a really cool ship because it only has one deck underneath the main deck, the top, I guess. It only has like one deck underneath that. So if you ever take damage, you don't gotta worry about going down another set of stairs to repair the ship. You just go down once and repair that first deck, and that's it. You don't gotta worry about going down to the bottom, and keep running upstairs and going down to the bottom. Like that's pretty cool. And the ship handles better than the big galleon. And it's just a better ship, I think, than the galleon. I wish it could hold 4 people, but it can't. We had a really cool experience, though, playing... So we go to the new area of the map. It's all volcanoes, and it's all really gloomy in that area. It's all really always dark. It's always kind of like smoky because the volcanoes are always erupting. And when I say the volcanoes are always erupting, I mean like every 3 minutes. There's like every island, it's like on a timer for like 2 minutes or something, where like the volcanoes will like erupt every 2 minutes on every island. Like they just, and then the next island will start, and then they'll be erupting, and this island will die down, and the next island will erupt, and then sometimes there's 2 islands erupting. It's just constantly erupting volcanoes everywhere. So we go to this area and we find another ship, and we see this galleon, and the galleon is parked at an island that we're supposed to go to. So we're going there, right?
Yeah.
And we're...
I didn't even see the galleon. We were just cruising for
right
treasure.
in front of us. And I'm the one driving the ship, and I'm like, dude, there's a galleon right there. And Mojo's like, yep, there's a galleon right there. And I was like, fuck it, let's get the cannons ready. Like let's fight these people because we got to go to this island. We're gonna go there. Screw it. So we're going there, and as we pull up next to the ship, they're sitting there and they're looking at us. We're like, all right, let's go into game chat because usually you pull up next to a ship, you go to game chat and you can talk to them or you can hear them. So we'll pull up next to them. We're aiming at them. They don't have no aim at us because we pull up like in front of them. So we're aiming our cannons at them, and we get into game chat, and we're like on our little bullhorns, and we're like, hey, you motherfuckers, can you hear us? And they're like, oh, you could hear them kind of like talking a little bit. And I'm like, if you guys hear us, if you want to be friendly, let us know now because we're aiming right at you. And if you're not friendly, you better let us know. And they're just kind of like looking at them. We're telling them, we're going to fire on you if you don't answer us. And then all of a sudden, you see like this one person swimming towards us, and Johnathan jumps in the water with him.
With a banana, because we were trying to make peace. I'm like, I'll jump in with a banana. Let me give her a banana.
And Jonathan's like, I'm going to give this person a banana to see if they attack me. And I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? And then this chick is like, oh, thanks for the banana. That's awesome. Like, hey, we're friendly, like, don't shoot at us. And we're like, oh, okay, like, and then next thing you know, that chick jumps on our ship, and she takes over our wheel, and she's turning the wheel, and the other dude jumps on our ship, and he's raising the anchor. And the other ship is taking off. Like the ship
on. Yeah.
While
that was going on, the dude is like running out of that island, like running at me. It's like, because all of a sudden on my intercom I hear like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. And like,
yeah, that's all we're hearing. Like this dude is running out of the island super fast, jumps on our boat, and he's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. And the chick is like, yeah, we need to get out of here. And they're freaking the fuck out. Like this whole crew.
And we're like, what's going on? What's going on?
And Mojo and Red, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? Like, why are you guys freaking the fuck out? And they're like, the island's going to erupt. And sure enough, we take off with them, and we're following them, and the island erupts. And if that fucking volcano, for some reason, is like the AI is programmed to hit your ship, like every time it spits out the lava balls or whatever, it's kind of programmed to hit your ship, so it'll always shoot more towards your ship every time the volcano like shoots out the lava. So, and then it has a pretty wide reach, and if it hits your ship, your ship is gonna sink. Like you're gonna go down pretty much quickly because it'll keep hitting your ship. You gotta repair, and if you're not moving. Anyways, so we do that. We ally with these people. We go with them to an outpost. We cash shit in, and then we kind of go our separate ways, and we're looting islands. And me, Mojo, and Pen, we're on this huge island, big volcano, and we're trying to find this chest, and we think it's glitched. So the island starts erupting, and me and Red, Penpointred, we go to the ship, and we take off, and Mojo's like, I'll just wait here on the island. Screw it. Like, I'm going to sit here and wait for you guys to come back. Well, we're sailing as fast as we can away from this huge volcano, and it starts erupting. And out of nowhere, Penn is like, "Oh yeah, this is far enough. I'll just drop the anchor." So he just drops the
we're
anchor.
not leaving Mojo. We're not leaving Mojo.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, sure enough, I'm like, Penn, this isn't far enough, dude. And he's like, no, we're fine. This is plenty far enough. Fucking, as soon as he said that, like a huge fucking lava ball boom hits our fucking ship, man.
We both got on the anchor and we both started raising it up, and then a fucking ball nailed the ship, killing me and Jesus.
It
and then
hit right where the anchor was, like just boom, and it killed us both on the spot. So now we're dead. Our ship is obviously taking like water because it damages the ship if it hits it. So the ship is taking on water. We're dead. And Mojo goes back to the mermaid or whatever, and he goes on the boat. No, he's looking at the boat from the island, and he's like, "Yep, the boat is sinking." And we're like, "Oh fuck!" So we sure enough we spawn back, and I spawn on a new boat because our boat sunk. And as soon as I spawn on a boat, the island right next to our boat is like about to erupt again. And I'm like,
"Oh, that's right, yeah," because I respawned.
Me, dude? I respawned, and the island right next to the ship that we got a brand new ship. That island right next to us is about to blow up, so like it's kind of annoying. The islands blow up like every 2 minutes, dude. I'm not kidding. Like they have such a short timer on those islands that they're constantly blowing up. It kind of makes it really fucking hard to go on there and find any chests or fight skeletons or do anything.
You get like 10 digs in, and then
like,
it just starts like
run back
erupting.
to the ship because everything's erupting. They have a pretty cool little update now where they added a rowboat to the game, so you can use a rowboat to use the rowboat to get on the island.
It's kind of funny that you have to use the thumbsticks to like row the boat. Actually,
yeah.
So you're in the boat.
To row the boat, you got to use the left and right trigger. So like you.
That's right.
Left trigger pushes the left one, right trigger pushes the right oar, and you got to keep alternating them to row the boat. You know, it's kind of annoying because I was doing the rowing, it kind of sucked, and it's really hard to like turn it because you got to turn it like you got to hold the left oar and then like keeps paddling the right one to turn left, and then all that bullshit. Like it's kind of weird the way you turn it. So it was kind of cool to get the rowboat, and
it's a cool addition though. Like that got my heart rate going like the most than any of us CFPs ever has. So.
Yeah, you can use the rowboat to park your ship like away from the island, away from the range of the volcano, and then use the rowboat to row into the island to get the stuff, and then row out without risking your big ass ship. You know what I mean? That way you don't have to leave the island. If it starts erupting, you can just sit on the island and kind of sit there while it's erupting and hopefully not die. And then you can just continue or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's a real helpful addition, I think, for that area of the map. The other areas of the map, I don't know if you're really going to be ever using your rowboat, but it's there. I mean, if you want to use it ever. Besides that, Sea of Thieves is Sea of Thieves. It was a cool addition. I like the game. I want to give a shout out to these guys though the crew that we ran into, because they were actually on Twitch streaming because they told us. Like,
oh, that's right.
We're on Twitch streaming, guys, and we're like, oh, that's cool. And I told them to listen to the podcast, so I'm gonna give them a shout out because they gave us a shout out on their stream. So it's called the Pea Soup Bandits. They're on Twitch, so Pea Soup Bandits. It's some girl, I forget her name. I think her gamer tag is like kills with hugs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
something about food. Cool. Something about like something with food. Give you food or give me food or something. And some other dude with some kind of different gamer tag. It was 4 of them. It was really cool people. They were awesome because
they were funny.
And they were pretty funny. Watching them on Twitch, I was laughing quite a bit. And it was pretty interesting. Was I was watching them on Twitch, and somebody gave me like a sub to their channel. Like all of a sudden said, "You're now a premium subscriber to the channel." And I was like, "What?" And apparently one of their viewers just gave away like 15 subs that day to people. Like he was just giving them away. Like, here you go, sub to the channel, sub to the channel. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And I got one. But that was interesting. That was a real cool, it was cool, man, playing with those guys. So Pea Soup Bandits on Twitch, find them. And you can add them on Xbox Live. They were playing on Xbox. Mojo was playing on PC. That's pretty cool, I think, that he gets to play on PC. We're on Xbox and we're just having fun. But
the game's gone through lots of update. Like with that last update, changing the menus or your item consumption screens and your inventory and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah. It's cool that they're working on it. They going.
I like they have the cursed cannonballs now, and they have all that shit. It's kind of cool. I like the new addition of the new volcano areas. It has a different thing, like a different atmosphere to the game. It's not all tropical and shit. It's very dark and very gloomy, and everything's on fire, and everything's kind of ash. And, it's very, very dark compared to the rest of the game. Lots of fun though. I recommend it. It's all free content, so that's cool. You don't gotta pay for it or anything. So that's it though. That's all I've played this week. I mean, I'm real hyped next week because I get to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My brother bought it. Of course he bought it. He always buys it every fucking year, and every year he gives him $100 because he bought the gold edition. So I'm kind of hyped to play that. I get to play it on Monday or something because you get to play it 3 days early if you pay the extra money or whatever the fuck. So there's that. I'm excited to play Odyssey a little bit, but I'm really, really, really more excited to play Forza Horizon 4 next week. That's the game I'm looking forward to, man.
Yeah, that game looks fun, man. From what I played of it, it's another great Forza game.
And I never really liked Forza. I mean, I like Forza, but I don't really like the motorsport ones. Those are kind of lame.
Yeah, the Horizon ones I like.
The Horizon ones are fun, but like the last three didn't really catch my attention at all. Like I'm playing them and I was like, this is cool, but it's still Forza. This one, for some reason, I'm like really, really hyped to play it. I think it's just because it's always connected online and the people are real. The people you see in the game driving are actually like really there driving. Before it wasn't like that. I think Forza Horizon 3 had a thing where you can. It's
Drivatar still though. I thought.
No, dude. Now it's online. Now it's like a real. server.
No. You have to connect to go online.
But it's a real server online now. Now you can connect up to like they have like a certain amount of people you can put in the game.
I think it's 16.
Yeah, and they'll all be in there with you, driving around. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but it's like when you see, if I'm driving around and I see Jesus Walks a Lot drive past me. That's a Drivatar. That's not.
That's me, dude. I'm really there.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, because you know why? Because you drive past me and then I go, oh, Jesus is online, and I look and Jesus isn't online. Jesus is not playing Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, my mind is. I uploaded my brain to the Forza Horizon engine, and I'm there. I'm really there, guys. Anyways, that's all I played this week. I look forward to playing those games. Lots of games coming out next month. I don't know how I'm gonna play all of them. I really don't.
It'd be crazy.
I mean, there's Odyssey, right? And then there's Horizon, and then there's Call of Duty, and then there's Red Dead. And it's just nonstop for like 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks back to back. Not to mention all the little titles releasing in between that. And yeah, it's just insane. And then working 13 hours a day doesn't help because then you're working all fucking day. And
these days, like, where the fuck did my day go? Where did my week go? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Anyways, what have you been playing, Ryan?
Well, I've continued to play a little bit of Spider-Man. Again, that game's great. It's fun. What everybody's saying about it is true. It's a good game. It's a lot of fun to swing around the city and do your shit. Also been playing Tomb Raider. We discussed that already at length. Mm-hmm. And I went back to Dead Cells. I still fucking love that game so much. It's so much fun. I finally made it to the final boss and I fucking died. I was so angry. That game is so devastating when you get so far in and then just some little stupid thing kills you and you're like, God damn it. You got to start all over again. But I love the game. I can't get enough of it. That's a game I think I'm going to keep going back to over and over and over again. And I also played the Hollow Knight Voidheart Edition came out on Xbox. And I've heard a lot about this game. A lot of people raving about it. Oh, it's another Metroidvania game, you know what I mean, where you're collecting new powers and it's a 2D platformer. So it's cute and kind of cartoony and a little bit dark. but it's not catching me. Not like Dead Souls. I play Dead Cells and like I can just keep playing it. And this song and Hollow Knight didn't really hook me that way. But I got to play a little more. I only played like maybe about an hour, and I just kind of put it down and went back to Tomb Raider. But I think I'll go back to it and give her another shot. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people talk about good things about this game, and I just wanted to see what it was all about. And I don't know. I'm going to give it another try. I got to give it some more time before I can say, hey, I don't like this, or I do. And maybe I was just in a mood that night and it didn't catch me. You know, maybe I'll play it another day and it'll totally catch my attention. But other than that, that's about all I played this week. What about you, Pen?
Oh, actually, I've been bouncing around a bunch of shit. Titanfall 2, of course. But besides that, what the fuck have I been playing? Some Destiny 2. It's a lot of that. Been trying to keep up with my buddies and talking about light levels and shit. Oh god. Games these days just I don't know why they want you to put so much time into one fucking game, but been working on that. I've given up on the thought of like progressing on both systems, the PS4 and Xbox, and just dedicated my time on the Xbox One for now. Anyways, I picked up this cool game called it's like the Capcom Smash Classics or whatever. So it's like $20. They have it on both systems, but it's like a retro collection again of old Capcom arcade games. There's like Captain Commando and Knights of the Realm and a couple others. But it's cool because most of those games are like 4-player cooperative. And you can do any combination between couch co-op and online co-op. So, when you do the online, you just look up your game, search what games are available online. Like you can do them all. So you'll send list like 3 people are playing Captain Commando. They have 1 spot open. 2 people are playing this game. They have 2 spots open. And you can just select which one you want and fucking go for it. So, it's been good. I've been loving it. That's a fucking huge sandwich there you got, Ryan. That's awesome. And then, let's see here.
It's a taco.
It's a taco. Okay.
Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
They're from Taco Bell?
Yep.
Oh, my.
Nice. That's far from that's north of the border. North of the border.
That's two borders away there, Ryan.
Just because I'm north of the border doesn't mean I can't go south of the border.
Nice. Oh, shit. The other game I've been playing is Deep Rock Galactic. They actually just put it. People are still playing that.
You bought
they
that,
just put out
on Xbox.
Yeah. I love the idea of Space Wars, especially from my old Warhammer 40k days. Mm-hmm. But so basically you're a crew of 4 dwarfs just mining minerals for the company. And they put out a huge update. So it has a lot more, it has like a skill tree and, a lot more RPG elements to it. Some more things you have to do, a whole new like ice area. So like some ice planets, so you skid around a bunch and shit. And then they added a bar. So basically, they add a lot of Sea of Thieves elements to it, especially like the drinking. So that you can go and pay money and drink beer.
You gotta pay money for it?
Yeah, it's not like the bar. I suppose in Sea of Thieves that the chick gives you the beer for free. But in this one,
she should charge you like at least 1 gold coin or something, right? Like
it's not very much that they charge you in Deep Rock, but they have a bunch of beer selections, so you can choose which beer you want.
Does it have different effects on the character or something?
I don't know. I haven't really seen. I tried one of each of the beers, and I haven't seen a different effect yet.
It should be cool to give you like a different effect for each one.
Yeah, like getting woozier or So people were talking about on Reddit. I've been hearing a lot of conversation. People wish that there was like where you could try to out-drink each other based on your skill rankings and shit. So that'd be kind of fun if they actually incorporated that. But that game's actually been good. It's just like Sea of Thieves. So, they're still putting effort into it, and that game I don't know why it's not on the Game Pass. It's it's Xbox and PC only. It's not even on fucking
It should definitely be on Game Pass, I think. I think lots of those games would benefit so much from Game Pass. Even like that Earthfall game, like.
Oh, completely. I would play it.
Dude. You know what I mean?
I would play it. I would totally play it on Game Pass.
Lots of people would. I mean, like that Vermintide 2 game.
Yeah,
it was pretty good because of Game Pass.
Exactly. No, that game was kind of sinking there. I mean, it wasn't exactly. It was doing okay, but yeah,
it wasn't like a lot of hype when it was releasing. But
right.
because of Game Pass, it kind of did get that little bit of hype. You know what I mean?
It did. It definitely did.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they just need to do it. Just Game Pass it. Oh, but speaking of, I guess I don't know if we're in the news or whatever yet, but did you guys hear about the fucking Sony is doing? So they have their PS Now. Before that was just streaming, but I guess now they're switching it to download as well. So they're kind of following suit on the Game Pass.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the news, Jonathan.
Oh, sorry guys.
They're following suit on a few things.
Oh, that's right.
News.
Good point.
News.
Okay, but yeah,
I think we're there, aren't we? Anybody play anything else?
Titanfall Gear or some no, I didn't play Gears. Destiny 2, Titanfall 2. Yeah, that's about all I played.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's hey, Johnathan, I'm gonna recommend to you that Electronic Superjoy game. You should play it. That's a Johnathan game.
Electronic Superjoy?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. Do it.
Pizza Titan Ultra.
I saw that too. Okay, I might have to do both of those.
Because it's EDM music, platforming, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. You talked about that last week.
Oh, yeah, you guys did. Yeah, that game actually it sounded pretty interesting.
Just play it, dude. Just play it. That's all I'm on.
That's on Game Pass too, right? So
okay. After this episode, I'll get it downloaded.
It's like a 2 gig or 3 gig download. It's super quick. So anyways, let's get into some news. News time.
News.
Wait.
What?
We should take a break.
Oh man. I guess we'll be back.
I kind of got
these messages. We'll be back with some news after Clint's message. Bye. Not bye yet, but we'll be back.
Vengeful Jedi here, Horrible Gamer and patron of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Want to give the gamers an XP boost? Want to see the show level up? Then support the Horrible Gamers on Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Gamers. Don't be just another NPC, non-Patreon character. Become a patron. 2 gold, 5 gold, 10 gold, 20 gold. It all supports the party. So game on.
And we're back from that break, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed that break. Let's get into some news. News time! You're on top of it this week. Let's get into some news real quick. Lots of news dropped this week. It's some PlayStation news, some Xbox news, Nintendo news, all the news. But let's start off with the big one. PlayStation 4 has confirmed crossplay is now happening.
Yay!
So as of the other day, Thursday, was it yesterday or the day before? I think Thursday.
I don't know, but it's about fucking time.
Thursday or Friday sometime. PlayStation just kind of released a tweet that was like, "Hey, we understand people want crossplay, and we're willing to try it out with certain games." So they're doing.
We understand we're being greedy fucking assholes, so we're gonna.
So they're doing a crossplay beta. That's what they're calling it. It's not complete now. It's still a beta.
I thought you weren't allowed to have betas on.
Well,
no, never mind. That's early access.
Yeah. So they're doing a beta for Fortnite. We're starting off Fortnite as the first third-party title that can now cross-play across PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Nintendo Switch, Mac, Android, and iOS. So pretty much anything you can play the fucking thing on, you can cross-play across any of those platforms now. So there's no platform now that is not part of that. Now that PlayStation has added it, they're a part of the system now. So, wow, that goes to show how much power Fortnite has. First of all, they bully Nintendo into like, we're not going to use your Switch, stupid phone app to chat.
Wait.
Okay, we're not going to use your fucking phone app to chat. And secondly, our players are not going to pay for your fucking online service. And then they go and push Sony into, hey, motherfuckers, you better let people play with other people on Xbox. And Sony's like, no. And then Fortnite's like, fuck you. You know who we are? We're fucking Fortnite, motherfucker. You better make it happen. And then it's happening. Holy shit, how much power Fortnite has.
So what do you think's next? What do you think's next?
Fortnite forces the U.S. government to make Battle Royale a thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Rocket League is next, and then Minecraft, and then it's open from there.
Originally, I think, of course, definitely Minecraft will be probably next, and Rocket League as well. You're completely right. Minecraft, because Microsoft owns it, they're going to be pushing for it.
Yeah, but I think not Minecraft because Microsoft owns it.
No,
that's what I think.
I think they'll do it. I think Minecraft.
That give them more pull on Sony.
It's a perfect game to do it with. You know what I mean?
Oh, they absolutely should do it with.
They do it already with Nintendo and Xbox and phones, and I could play with my phone like Minecraft with my daughter on her Switch like anytime I want to. It's just there, you can just play it. And it's the same exact features of the full game is the same exact thing on everything. So it all works. Fortnite's the same way. Rocket League, I think, should be next too because, they're Rocket League. They've been pushing for it before. So I don't doubt that they'll do it again now that Fortnite is doing it in this beta. So this is what Sony released the other day. It said, we recognize that PS4 players have been eagerly awaiting an update, and we appreciate the community's continued patience as we have navigated through this issue to find a solution. We see the beta as an opportunity to conduct thorough testing that ensures cross-platform play is the best on PlayStation, while being mindful about the user experience from both a technical and social perspective. So it says here, for 24 years we have strived to deliver the best gaming experience to our fans by providing a uniquely PlayStation experience. Today, the communities around some games have evolved to the point where cross-platform experiences add a significant value to players. In recognition to this, we have completed a thorough analysis of the business mechanics required to ensure that the PlayStation experience for our users remains intact today and in the future as we look to open up the platform. It's also...
we can still make money. We're good.
Yeah, it's all about money, man. And it actually kind of benefits them, you know what I mean?
Oh, completely. That's why it's so irritating they weren't doing it.
Yeah, people that were probably irritated that they weren't going to do it or that they can, like their skins on the PlayStation don't transfer to their phone or to their Xbox. Maybe now they'll be like, oh, fuck it, I'll play on my PlayStation because I prefer that controller. I prefer that system or whatever. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. So it benefits them, I think. That's a good thing. And I look forward to seeing more games on this. Have you guys played with anybody on PlayStation? Speaking of playing with PlayStation.
No.
Well, I jumped on some Fortnite, and I was with me and a buddy who was playing on PC. And, like in the opening, when on your team screen, it shows you what the other players are using, but I didn't see any way of finding once the game started, what other players were using.
Okay.
And I even I got taken out by a player, and I was like, watching their screen to see if I could find any sort of sign, and I didn't. So that was kind of a bummer.
I think the best way to know would be probably by their names, because PlayStation users have stupid fucking names.
And then the Switch users are going to be a bunch of numbers.
They can't change their names, so they just have like really dumb fucking names that they made 20 years ago. But they can't.
No, the Switch users will still have whatever their username is, I think. Because it won't show their code.
No idea.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, okay. They have a name instead.
You still have a username, but you don't search for people by it. Like, it's so weird.
It's so dumb, yeah.
It's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with, like, so multiple people could have the same name or something like that.
That's probably it.
So I don't know. But it's weird. I wish they would just go by username. It would make more sense.
Well, what if there's two John Smiths in the world and they both want to use that name, John Smith?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's many of them.
I was wondering, like, if I wanted to log in. I think because of the fact that you have to log in through Fortnite's like server or whatever. I was wondering if I logged in on my PlayStation and my Xbox if I could form a team with myself. Be two Penpointreds. But yeah, I don't know. You have to I think
you probably can.
I might
Get your
think
wife
scientific.
to play with you, man. Hook up the PlayStation in the living room.
I offer that. She kind of laughed. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Jonathan, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I can see.
Like I'm still Gib8777 on Switch. But
I see.
That's my username.
So you're saying that there could be multiple Gib 8777s on Switches? They just have different. They just have different friend codes or whatever.
Switch code or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
In other news, Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season, has been removed from several digital gaming storefronts. It says here, The Walking Dead, the final season, has disappeared from the PlayStation and Xbox One digital stores, as well as Steam and Good Old Games. This comes after, of course, last week we talked about Telltale laying off about 90% of its employees, and that they were trying to find other partners to finish episodes 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's weird because this thing's gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Because it was like, yeah, we're not going to do it. We'll put it the second episode and it's done. We're finished. And then they were like, no, we're going to finish it. We're going to try and finish it. And then it was like, now it's like, no, it's done. We pulled it. It's gone. Yeah, so that's weird. I wonder if you purchased like the full season or whatever. I wonder if you get your money back.
Well, some people have been trying to get their money back from Microsoft, and from what I've seen on Reddit, some people have been able to do it, and some people, Microsoft is telling them, no, we don't know what Telltale is doing, so we can't offer you your money back. Until Telltale releases like a thing saying, we're not doing this episode 3 and 4, we cannot give you your money back. Because it does violate.
Well, if they pulled the game from the store, that means they're not doing it.
But hold on, there's an update. A spokesperson for Telltale provided the following statement, and they said why the game was removed from the stores and its future plans regarding episode 3 and 4. So they released episode 2 on Tuesday. This is the update they're giving after that. So it says, yes, we have removed season passes for The Walking Dead, the final season, from stores for the time being. We're currently still working to find a way to hand off production of episodes 3 and 4 so that the season can be completed. The outcome of those efforts will determine when and how the final season returns to stores. We hope to have a firm announcement before the end of the week. For now, we apologize for any inconvenience. And this was an update on Wednesday at 2:18 p.m. And they said before the end of the week they were going to have an update for people, but they do not. They do not have an update.
No update. No update for you.
No update.
And from what I've heard was, people are saying that Telltale Games, well, of course, is now being sued. If you've been paying attention to the news, they've been sued for violating the California WARN Act, which means you got to give people a notice of 50 days before you're going to lay a massive layoff or whatever. And I think we talked about that last week too, actually. But now they're trying to sell their company off, right? They're trying to sell it to different publishers or whatever. Mm-hmm. And apparently 3 different publishers have declined trying to purchase it. They said, like, no, we're not interested in buying Telltale.
No, I don't think anyone should be. Really. No. I mean, honestly, the only thing that makes sense to me, and I said this last week, is Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix wants to do those kind of games, so I could see Netflix saying, okay, you got a core now. Let's build off that core and try and, make it better this time.
That engine would actually probably easily switch over to, probably the easiest engine to switch over to some video streaming system too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So people are saying that 3 different publishers have decided not to want to buy them. They're just not interested in the company. And they have no real sales. Like, people don't even know how they were alive for that long. Because they moved buildings twice. They increased the size of the team to 300 people.
Yeah.
And all this, remember this shit? Like, we were talking about this last year, how they increased to like 300 people or some shit. Like, they were going crazy for a while. And And
they took on way too much,
it just seems
man.
Like they spend too much money on shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck to do? You know what I mean?
Like they had to pay all these licensing fees for things that didn't even get released. You know what I mean? Like,
all the projects in the works and shit.
Yeah, like fucking Guardians of the Galaxies and Stranger Things and fucking. It's like there was always like whenever they announced, they were like, yeah, we're working on like 5 different properties now. It's like, why? Like, why don't you focus on one, finish it, and then move to a next one when you know you've made enough money off that one property? They just fucking put their eggs in too many baskets, and it fucked them in the end.
Okay, so I got a timeline here, actually, of kind of what happened to the company. So it says here in March 2017, the Telltale CEO and founder of the company, Kevin Bruner, announces he is leaving the company, and it is later reported that Bruner was forced out as he clashed with the company's board of directors. And then Telltale's other co-founder, Dan Connors, took over as CEO. This was March 2017. September 2017, Telltale's hired former Zynga executive Pete Hawley to become the company's next CEO. Before Zynga, Hawley was a production lead at Fable Studio Lionhead, working alongside Peter Molyneux and all those people. And then he worked at Sony from 2003 to 2005, then went to EA after that for 5 years. And then this is November 2017. One of Hawley's first major moves as CEO of Telltale is enacting a huge round of layoffs in which the company cut 25% of his workforce, was amounted to 90 people at the time. So 25% was 90 people. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It says the layoffs impacted all divisions at Telltale and were part of Telltale's ambitions to become more competitive as a developer and publisher. It's December 2017. Telltale CEO Pete Hawley talks to GameSpeed about the layoffs and the future of Telltale. He rejects the idea that Telltale is in trouble, stating he feels the company is in, quote, really good shape, end quote, and the layoffs were necessary to help Telltale succeed in the future. That's what Hawley said in December of last year. Let's fast forward to March. It says here, a deeply sourced report from The Verge alleged that Telltale operates under a culture of heavy, expected crunch pushed by toxic management. Among the many shocking claims in the report is that employees worked as many as 18 hours per day to finish episodes weeks on end. 18 hours a day, weeks on end. September 20, 2018. According to Variety, Telltale management informs employees that its negotiations with media giant AMC for more funding were going well, with the company expected to complete the funding process in the coming weeks. So that's like funding for the Walking Dead episodes and shit. There was also reportedly a deal being negotiated with South Korean mobile game giant Smilegate for more funding. Smilegate and AMC both apparently leave negotiations with Telltale on Thursday of that week, just hours before Friday, when everyone got laid off. The reports offer no explanation for why AMC and Smilegate left negotiations on the same day. Variety previously reported that movie studio Lionsgate also decided to pull out of a financial deal with Telltale. Let's go to September 21st, the day after the layoffs. So the layoffs happen, right? This is where people go to work. Telltale Games holds a meeting where it informs more than 200 developers that they were losing their jobs right there and there. According to Variety, employees were giving paper paychecks for pay through the end of the day. And they reportedly were instructed to leave the building within 30 minutes. Employees were allowed back in for a period of 3 hours on the following Monday to collect personal belongings. The affected staffers received no severance pay, and their health care cover reportedly only extended to the end of the month, so about 9 days. Management told employees they should consider applying for unemployment benefits. Oh, what a dick move, dude. Former Telltale CEO Kevin Bruner writes a blog post on his personal website talking about how he clashed with Telltale's board of directors about the future of the company. He shares no more information about what he and the board disagreed over. Telltale's board of directors includes Lionsgate CEO John Feldheimer and former EA CEO John Ruscitello and others. Telltale's official statement explains that the company is undergoing, quote, a majority studio closure, with only around 25 people remaining on board to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners. CEO Pete Hawley, who joined Telltale in September 2017, says it was, quote, an incredibly difficult year, end quote, with unsurmountable management, another quote, for Telltale. He says he is proud of Telltale's efforts, but at the end of the day, his efforts did not translate to sales. Dan Connors, Telltale's co-founder, tells Variety that Telltale had no choice but to stop production after it failed to close a round of financing to keep the company afloat. He says, quote, sadly, everyone was so focused on doing what was required to keep the company going that when the last potential partner backed out, There were no other options, end quote. Let's go to September 24th, 2018. One former Telltale employee, Vernie Roberts Jr., filed a class action lawsuit against Telltale for unpaid wages and benefits that he claims Telltale owes him and other affected staffers. Roberts Jr. claims Telltale violated California's WARN Act, which states that an employer must provide 60 days written notice about a massive layoff, and there are some exceptions to the federal WARN Act. Attorney Richard Hoeg, who is now working on the case, tells Game Daily that Telltale may be able to deem the situation an, quote, unforeseeable business circumstance, and, quote, to remain in compliance with the WARN Act. However, California, a version of the WARN Act, unique to the state that does not include the unforeseeable business circumstance. So California doesn't have that. And later that day, Telltale's Games announced that multiple potential partners expressed some level of interest in helping Telltale to complete and release The Walking Dead, the final season. The company shared no information about who the partners might be. Additionally, Telltale says it can make no promises about ever releasing the episodes 3 and 4. Even if they are released, Telltale warned fans that they might not only come out in some form. And then on September 24th, Netflix announced that it is evaluating its options to continue production on Telltale's Stranger Things with a different partner. So, Netflix is like, yeah, fuck Telltale, we're taking Stranger Things to somebody else.
Damn.
It says the streaming giant also confirmed that it plans to go ahead with releasing Minecraft the Story Mode on Netflix as planned. So they still plan to release Minecraft the Story Mode on Netflix. And it says September 25th, just a few days ago, The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 2, launched, but it's not the only major development on that day. The game's $20 season pass, which provided access to episodes 1 through 4, was removed from sale from all major digital storefronts, including PS4, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so, like, that's where we're at now. And who the fuck knows, man? Like, so these fucking guys just mismanaged the company, had no money, and didn't even tell people, like, yo, if we don't get this funding, we're closing this shit. Like, they knew that.
It's crazy because
it sounds like maybe they didn't realize that it was going to happen either. You know what I mean? Like,
they weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting the company to just
Netflix
walk away.
or the two companies just walked away on them, and it was like no explanation as to why. And it's like I think maybe management was like, oh fuck, like they just weren't expecting these two companies to just to walk away, right?
Yeah.
And then they were kind of dependent on that. So I mean, it sucks all the way around for everybody on that,
Yeah. It sucks for. I feel so bad for the devs, man, because they're just fucked. They're just fucked. They were just working.
I hope everyone,
there was
moves
people
on
working
and
there
finds
that
new
had gotten
work.
visas, and now they have to leave the country within 30 to 60 days because their visas are going to expire because their work visas. There's another dude who got hired like a week before. They just hired him.
Yeah.
And he moved across the country.
Just moved there. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's fucked. Like,
it sucks so bad.
Man.
That's what makes me think too. When you hear stuff like that, that makes me think that management didn't know what was coming. They were expecting to ramp up and hire new people and have all these projects to work on, and the funding was coming, but then the funding just got pulled, and that's the end of it. Yeah.
That's so shitty, man. But let's go on to some more news real quick. Some Jeopardy news. If you watch Jeopardy, you may know that people are sometimes really stupid and they don't know the answers to some of the questions. But not as stupid as these people. On Wednesday, there was a video game column on the Jeopardy board. So there was a video game section. None of the questions on the board of that row were answered correctly.
Oh, that's funny.
None of the questions. So first question was...
Okay, here we go, Gibbs. Me and you.
All right.
Morrowind and Skyrim are iterations of this venerable set of games. Go ahead.
What is
The Elder Scrolls?
Correct.
What?
For $200. Good job, Ryan.
Okay.
Next question.
200. Okay.
Let's go. Let's see. Next question. What other question do they have here? Oh, fuck. Well, they don't have no more questions listed on here, but that was one of the questions they had listed on.
Oh,
that was it?
No, they had more questions. But it says here that obviously one of the guys answered, "What is Dragon Age?" when that was asked. He answered, "What is Dragon Age?" Another and then of course, the host was like, no, what is Elder Scrolls? Like all kind of like, damn, you fucked up. And anyways, another questions. Boyd Grabber was a contestant on the game. He thought footage of Destiny 2 that was shown was Halo. And another thing, nobody knew what Fortnite was, like what type of game Fortnite was. So like when they asked what type of game, last player standing style is this game, no one knew what Battle Royale was. Like they were just like, I don't know.
There's another one too. The villains in this game were inspired by a swine flu epidemic. And the contestants said Halo, Skyrim, and Resident Evil. Do you guys know what the answer is?
For swine flu epidemic.
Yeah, that's actually
a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Can I get the question again?
You just don't know because for the exact same reason that they don't know, because you probably don't play this game.
Okay, what is it?
What is Angry Birds?
I thought about Angry Birds. I thought about that. Like that came to my head, but I was like, it can't be swine flu epidemic. But it makes total sense. Yeah, birds and pigs, right? Yeah. I thought that was the first thing that came to my head, but I was like, no, it can't be that. Oh, that's crazy though. But yeah, apparently no one. It goes to show that like mainstream people don't know shit about video games, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerds don't know shit about video games. These types of nerds about knowledge of.
Oh man, well shit. When I was doing that pinball tournament, it was amazing how many there was like 4 of us waiting on one machine, so I had like a little bit of downtime. So I was like, hey, you guys play any video games? So like, anything on Xbox, PC, or
what are those?
Whatever. No, they're like, no, I just play pinball. I'm like, oh, all right.
So how did actually, I want to hear about this, Jonathan. How did your pinball tournament work? Like, how did they run it?
Oh man, so you get in, they have shit. Okay, so there's like 20 machines.
Yeah.
They put you're tiered off into 4 people per machine.
Right.
They take you're basically your ranking, first, second, third, or fourth, and then you have to submit your results, and then they'll do the next round based off of, they'll start cheering it down. So the first day was basically kind of like your placement, and then the second day was eliminations. So basically, if you're on a machine, if you were the bottom 2 players and you lost, you're out of it. Yeah, you bottomed out. So yeah, I didn't do I actually got in for free. I was supporting a friend. I went down to help to support a friend of mine, and then last minute I was like, oh, maybe I should join in. So I was like, hey, do you guys have any tickets for sale? And they're like, oh no, but we have a couple to give away. I was like, oh well, shit. So I got in, but I was basically like I held down the 4th player spot pretty well. Yeah. So I got second place.
So you were coming in last all the time?
Oh, pretty much. Yeah. So I didn't do very good at all, but I got second place on one machine. But it was fun. They had beer there and all that shit. At one point, it sucks because my phone died. But yeah, they had like all these cool machines going on, and overhead they had like a projected. They were playing like music videos most time. But the last part of the last hour or so, they switched to Dead Cells. So they had this pinball machines and all this shit going on, and it's like huge fucking Dead Cells over it.
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh, Ryan should be here for this. But,
I wish I was, man. I wish I was. Yeah, it sounds like they run the tournament the same way we usually do up here. So
people were hard. I didn't realize how hardcore some of those pinball players are. Like even at the beginning,
it's insane.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, so how many people were here from Portland? And there's like 60 or 80 people there, and probably like 5 of us raised our hand. And I was like, oh, shit, these people are like into it. And then yeah, there's a power about they don't play, the ones I talked to didn't play any video games, just pinball. And then they all have their weird moves, like hitting the side. I never knew what the tilt was for on the pinball machines. Why would show up no tilts or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, those competitive players fucking wreck those machines. They hit they get the motion down, and which is weird. So on the video game versions of that, I guess maybe they do have a tilt button.
Yeah, you have a nudge your stick. You use the stick to nudge, and you push the stick in whatever direction you want to nudge.
Now I know what it's for. Now, okay, so that makes more sense now. Okay, cool. So and then
you get a little when you're holding the when you have your hands on the pinball machine, your palms are kind of in the corners.
Yeah, right.
So like you kind of just nudge it with the palm of your hand, like you just kind of hit the machine a little bit, right?
People are super hitting it, and I saw a couple people get tilted out because of that. Like fuck,
and because if you tilt, you lose your like multipliers and all that shit. You'll still get some score, but you won't get what you would have if you kept.
Oh, crazy! Yeah, and then definitely because of drinks involved, some people. It didn't happen. I didn't cause one, luckily, but one person. I saw a couple cases where people got drunk and then jumped on thinking it was their ball. And that kind of fucked everything up.
Yeah, you get disqualified.
Yeah, I had to get
automatic disqualification. Usually, that's what we do.
But yeah, it was hardcore. They also have like they asked me for like my pinball registration number or whatever, and I was like, I don't have one. Yeah.
So that's so that you can get on the actual the leaderboards, like the online leaderboards.
Gotcha.
Because they keep track of all that shit.
It was a $1,200 cash prize, so people were serious. Some people were.
Sounds like a pretty big tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people with headphones on, just getting into it, and But man, I suck at pinball, but I'll go again next year. I'll try it out.
What'd you get to play?
What? I was pretty drunk. I played. There's so many. The one I liked the most though was Deadpool. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's the new one. Yeah.
So it has a cool video screen. It looks like almost like a Street Fighter kind of thing going on while you're playing.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. There's a bunch of old school ones. Elvira wrecked me. That's the one that I feel I did the worst at because I had, of all three balls, I basically got to hit the ball once. Like the first two, it went right.
Yeah, that table can be tough.
Then boom, and right down the middle. And
that table can be tough.
Yeah, that was the worst. But yeah, between those are the two most memorable, like Deadpool for being hella cool, and then Elvira for wrecking my shit.
How did you do on Deadpool?
How'd I do? I was playing with friends on that one. I think I pulled third, so I did relatively okay. I think I got one really fucking good round in there. Like I just got into it.
Gunny said he couldn't even hit the ball on that table. And then I went to the place I usually go where they have all the new machines. And I played it, and like my first ball, I had like 9 or 10 million, and I was like, Gunny,
oh damn,
like ball one for me.
That's freaking funny. Yeah, no, I think I did relatively okay on that one. I remember one round, just like all the people I was talking like, oh shit. So yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, man. Pinball. Woo. Yeah.
Woo, pinball.
Yeah, people were fucking into that shit. It was cool. Yeah, and the place is dope. Big ass pizza slices and beer.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like what I go to when I go to league night. It's like luckily in our league we have like 3 people that have massive collections, like over 70 tables per person, right? So they kind of bounce around to each of their places for league night, so you get a little new variety every time, which is great. Like nice. It's a lot of fun, man. Find pinball in your area, guys.
yeah. We definitely have a good.
You guys do. Yeah, Portland has a pretty decent pinball.
To you, actually, I grabbed the company I was hosting it. They have like a little catalog of all their pinball machines that they make and all their video games and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of cool. So I don't know that if they have those up there too, most likely whatever. But
like
basically,
magazine or something.
Yeah. Just of upcoming products that they have. Basically, the seller's catalog that they're trying to, is for the arcades to buy that.
Don't
shit.
mail it to me. Don't mail it to me. It's not worth it. It's going to cost you way too much to mail me a fucking magazine. Like
I know, some junk mail, basically.
Serious. Anyways, let's get back to the show. What else we got?
Back to the show. News. Ryan Reynolds is going to star in a movie about a video game NPC. So yeah, there's that. It will be produced by 20th Century Fox and Ryan Reynolds' own Maximum Effort label. The movie's called Free Guy. It will star Reynolds as a background character in a video game who comes to realize the artificiality of his surroundings, making it sound a little bit like Wreck-It Ralph meets Pleasantville. Considering the story finds Reynolds' character trying to prevent the makers from shutting it down. So it appears the theme of the video game might be some kind of MMORPG or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe they'll license like Warcraft or something. World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I wonder what if he's an NPC, I wonder what the main players are going to be just running around.
Or like if they make, or they take
like Master Chief is like running through. And, yeah.
Well, I wonder, like, a game shutting down, to me it sounds like some kind of MMO, right? So I wonder if they'll have like maybe an MMO that's already shut down and make the story about that, or like something else, you know what I mean? I don't know. In other news, health experts are warning parents Fortnite can be addictive as heroin. Medical experts say there's a popular one called Fortnite can be as addictive as heroin. They even say it can get in the way of your child's brain development. Health experts say the thing about these video games is it gets kids' dopamine systems involved, and it releases addictive chemicals which are very similar to drug addiction. It literally causes cravings that they can't live without, and they just get obsessed with it. Many of the kids tested were teenage boys. One, for example, admitted that he continued to play Fortnite even as a tornado swept through his neighborhood. And only when
we talked about that.
And only when the power line started coming down did his family members push him off of the game and rushed him to the shelter. So this motherfucker's sitting there, Fortnite, playing Fortnite.
I'm surprised he wasn't carrying his Xbox and his TV
tornadoes
under his arms. Like, okay, I'll go, guys.
The power goes out because the tornado's right down the street. And that's when he gets off and goes to the shelter. So what do you think, guys? Addictive as heroin?
No, I'd say if anything, it sounds way more like a coke addiction. Like, because if it's hitting your dopamine centers and just causing because what you're going to be is like pissy that you're not playing, or like, freak out, after a good binge session or whatever. But it's not like you're going to be fucking physically ill and puking, and anything who's gone through like heroin addiction knows that that's not fucking possible with a fucking video game. Yeah. It's physical. It's more of a mental thing. So that's definitely like if someone's, if you're doing like ecstasy for like 3 weeks straight or whatever, I
don't think
it's
they're
going to be the same
trying
way.
To say that it's like that. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to say it's as addictive as.
Oh, gotcha.
So
yeah,
yeah. Of course, you're not going to go through with the withdrawals and fucking whatnot.
But that's why I think of addiction, because that's basically
Fortnite,
that.
Man. I need my Fortnite.
Y'all got some Fortnite?
Yeah.
Suck your dick, man. Suck your dick.
But I could see the addictive quality, though. I'm glad I don't have fucking kids. Good luck, Ryan. Good luck, Jesus. I didn't even know how to handle that shit. Because I'd probably be, it's not like I could be like, because I like playing video games, so it's not like I could be like, stop playing video games. So like, yeah, but I learned it from watching you. And I'm like, fuck you. And anyways.
And other news. What about this? Doing meth and heroin can turn you into a video game character.
What?
So Tuco Salamanca of Breaking Bad fame was once so exuberant after sampling Walter White's renowned Blue Sky crystal methamphetamine that he proclaimed the drug kicks like a mule with his balls wrapped in duct tape. That's a quote from Breaking Bad, apparently. But it says here, an airman assigned to Utah's Hill Air Force Base experienced a similar kick last Saturday when he allegedly consumed meth and heroin in Las Vegas, leading him to believe he had transformed himself into a video game character before he led the Metro Police and multi-state police on a high-speed chase through Wickenburg, Arizona. So pretty much, Brandon Tyner, 21, was driving a Chevy Camaro through Wickenburg.
Oh my God.
And he was doing 65 miles an hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. Police attempted to pull him over, and he fucking took off. In his Camaro, he took off.
So this is a story of a 21-year-old in his first time in Vegas doing drugs?
Yes. And he
all right.
apparently went up to 88 miles an hour while waiting for traffic.
It does, yeah. I mean,
It says here the meth fuel airman managed to
Sounds fun.
momentarily elude the officer, but Lemon quickly spotted him once again as Tyner turned his vehicle into a circular driveway of a business lot. It says here he didn't slow down. He continued driving, and apparently what happened was he crashed his car. Yeah, he crashed his car.
So
They pinned him down, and so then he tried to run away from the cops, and they caught him, and then so like all kinds of shit happened, and pretty much at the end of it all, he said that he did meth, and he did heroin in Las Vegas, and he thought he turned into a video game character. That's what he was. He was like, I was in the video game.
All right.
Oh, I thought whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. We're not supposed to hear about this shit.
Come on.
Apparently not. The fucker drove all the way to Arizona high as fuck.
I guess what if it bleeds into Arizona, it happens.
Bro. I mean.
Fuck. Yeah.
He must have been up for like 12 hours just driving to Arizona. I need to get back home to Utah.
God. I guess he probably did some other stuff in there too. So, yeah, that's crazy.
In other news, a video game fan who was 21 years old died from cancer just days after achieving his ultimate dream. So it says here, it started all on September 13th on a tweet when this kid, well, he's 21, so he's not a kid, but Chris Taylor from Ontario, Canada, tweeted out saying his last wish before he died from cancer was to play Smash Brothers Ultimate. So Nintendo, being Nintendo, decided to help him out. They actually sent him a copy of the new game, Smash Bros. Ultimate, on the Switch. And
that's pretty awesome.
Play. It says here that the two Nintendo representatives flew out to Canada, and they brought an E3 demo of Smash Ultimate, and he got to play it for 3 hours with a friend, his brother, and his mom. And then just a couple of days later, he passed away from cancer. That sucks. Fuck cancer. But
Cancer.
that was cool that he got to play the game. It's kind of shitty.
Good on Nintendo for doing that.
They brought him a demo.
Yeah,
I wonder if they don't have like him finished. Like to bring him a finish, they probably don't, right? Because it's still a couple months out.
It's probably still a build, but I'm sure it's pretty close to.
Yeah. So yeah, they helped him out. Good on them. What other news do we have here?
If one of you guys, well, no, shit, this is a terrible, horrible gamers topic, but it's horrible. If one of you guys got the bad news, what company would you be bugging to play their beta, an early thing of? If you had 30, if you found out you had 30 more days to go, 60 days, what company would you be contacting and be like, no, let's say 30 because it has to be
like super short. I'm
I know,
I'm contacting Sony. I want to play The Last of Us Part 2, motherfucker. I want to play The Last of Us Part 2. Okay.
I don't know.
I definitely get my hands on Titanfall 3, like anything they fucking have. And if they say they have shit, then Gears 5.
They're like, we don't have Gears 5 either.
Like, God damn it, guys.
Sorry, Johnathan, you're just going to die wishing you made it. We'll make a trailer for you.
Let me down.
They make a trailer for you. It's like some low-budget-ass trailer.
Fucking Telltale stands up in the sands like, Titanfall 3 coming out in 2020.
That's it?
It's like it's fucking Star Wars announcement.
Shit.
Give me a piece of paper.
We're working
on its way.
Oh, shit. I want to play The Last of Us 2 if I'm dying in 30 days.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
News.
Yeah. And in other news for video games, Mothman Museum and Bethesda is teaming up to unveil Fallout 76 merchandise at the Mothman Festival. So apparently this festival is happening here. And it's going to be the 17th annual Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant. Apparently, Bethesda teamed up with him, and they're going to have special, unique, exclusive, one-of-a-kind Fallout and Elder Scrolls t-shirts and merchandise for people to buy there. Yeah.
Get on Bethesda.
You want a Fallout 76 shirt? Go to this Mothman festival. I don't know what the fuck it's in.
Are they making
Pleasant?
How does it connect? Yeah, are they making Mothman themed merchandise for it, or are they just coming in with their shit and like, hey, Mothman people?
No, apparently it's just like Mothman has something to do with the game, I guess. You know what the Mothman is, right?
Yeah.
Is that a creature? That creature that like supposedly like cursed the town or Pennsylvania or some shit or Philadelphia.
Right, and basically like, chimed in with certain people to let them know that certain disasters were going to happen.
Yeah, apparently every time like a disaster happens, he's like spotted somewhere near the disaster, and he's like tied to disasters. Warnings. Yeah, around the world or whatever. Like he gives warnings for disasters. Apparently, Fallout, based on a nuclear disaster. I guess has something to do with Mothman. I don't know at that point.
Man, actually, that makes it sound way cooler to me all of a sudden. I wasn't even interested in Fallout 76 until like if there's a that's
based
kind of cool.
On a nuclear fallout. You know what I mean?
Weird.
I don't know. I guess go to the Mothman Festival, people, and get yourself some merchandise from the game.
Any Horrible Gamer fans out in that direction?
Yeah.
Send some photos.
Plenty. Like, we got lots of listeners on the East Coast and the West Coast and around the world. In other news, PS4 Pro bundle with Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be for sale here pretty soon, guys. So you can go get yourself a 1 terabyte 4K ready console with a DualShock 4 controller and Red Dead Redemption 2 for only $399.99. That's right. You guys excited for Red Dead 2?
I am, but I'm. It's gonna sound really stupid, but I was kind of a little hesitant after watching some of the I don't know. There's some hunting and skinning rabbits and shit. That's gonna gross me out so bad.
That happened a lot. That happened in the last game.
I know. So, do you have to do that, or can you go to a store, or can you buy meat and stuff from a butcher?
You can. You can always buy it. I think you can always buy it, but at the same time, that's how you make money. If you skin a bear, you could go sell the bear pelt for $100 or something. That's how you buy guns and buy horses. And if I remember from the last game, that's a lot how you bought things and sold things. And I think that's how you crafted ammo pouches and you want to carry more ammo, you have to craft it out of shit. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know I hunted a lot in the last game, but I didn't really like the hunting though. It's because every time you killed something and you went to skin it, it forced you to watch the cutscene. You had to sit there and watch him pull out the knife.
I know that sounds so gross.
And it's I don't think this time. I hope they have an option to just skip it because it's kind of. It's not that it's gross to me. It's just that it's annoying that you have to sit there and watch a 5 to 10 second cutscene every time they're doing it. I want it to be like in a Tomb Raider where you're just see Lara just fucking stab the thing real quick, get the shit off, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll have to get you guys' update or feedback on because that part I was oh shit, I don't even know if I can do that.
You can do it.
I have a really weak stomach when it comes to gross shit like that. So yeah. I know.
Just do it. You'll be fine. I think it's. I don't know.
I'll just have to cover my eyes for a minute. 30 seconds.
One thing you would like to know is that they have horse ball tech in that game.
Ball tech. That's pretty awesome.
So if it gets really cold, the horse's balls will shrink, and when it gets warm, they'll kind of hang a little bit looser. Just horse ball tech, man.
It's important. It is what makes the game.
It's important technology we need nowadays. But yeah, I mean, that's it.
Yep.
And of course, the news you talked about earlier, which was PlayStation's PS Now or whatever, the streaming service. You can download the games to your PS4 now and play them offline.
I wonder, does it say how much they're still charging for their service? Because I got it when I first got my PS4, but it was it seemed pretty expensive.
It's $20 or $30 a month or something.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was what?
Let's look up now how much it is. PS Now.
I was just about to do that.
Yeah, I'll try to look it up. Okay, here, I'll race you guys.
I'm gonna try to sign up for it right now.
PSN Now.
It says your official PlayStation Now, limited access to 650 plus games. All right, let's see here in PS.
Start your free trial.
Oh, how much it is?
Yeah, no, it's not
Oh, it
saying.
says here 1 month subscription, $19.99, or you could buy a 3 month subscription for $44.99, which will probably be your best option if you're trying to save a little bit of money. But if you're paying monthly, it's $20 a month. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's why they get you. But yeah, or you could do the $30 for 3 months or something like that, or $45 for 3 months. Yeah.
I mean, kind of worth it to do the 45 if you know you're gonna do it, but they do have a 7-day trial, I guess. I mean, Xbox gives you 14 days with Game Pass.
Whoa, hang on. What are you guys saying? It's saying here for me, 1 month is $9.99, 3 months is $29.99, and 12 months is $99.99.
Oh, I wonder if they have a price drop. Because the thing I was looking for,
it's different because you're Canadian. But I mean, here,
but it would be more.
More, yeah. I was gonna say usually they get
Canada
jacked.
needs more subscribers, so they have it cheaper up there.
But I am on the Canadian PlayStation site. So
I'm on PlayStation America. I'm on their website.
You guys are getting ripped off.
Yeah, it says here 1 month subscription, $19.99. It says
well, regardless, it's pretty cool. Like if you're if you're a PlayStation player and not an Xbox player, it's good that you now have something. Because Game Pass has been rad. It's just that we're looking at like a comparison, like comparing Game Pass
kills it, I think, in a comparison. But I mean, let's look at some of the games they have on here. I mean, Red Dead Redemption, the original, Oblivion, Fallout New Vegas, Mafia 2. A lot of older games. I mean, the newest ones here are this is the newest editions. It says your XCOM 2, Bloodborne, Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition, Yakuza 5, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and NBA 2K16 was a horrible game.
That's pretty cool, but on Game Pass we're getting fucking Forza 7 on Monday. on Tuesday.
And it says here their greatest hits: Fallout 3, Batman Arkham City, Dark Souls 2, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil 4, and Street Fighter 4 Ultra.
I think I might have bought that one. That's
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really a good. I don't know. I don't think it's a good service. I mean, if you want to play old games,
we'll see. If they make it like $20 and stuff, or not $20, so they make it $10 a month, whatever. Yeah.
And you can actually PlayStation Now supports PC as well as your PS4. So like, say you don't have a PS4 or a PlayStation and you want to play PlayStation Now, you can do it on your PC. It says here you must have a compatible PC. Let's click on what the compatible is here. Compatible. Let me read you the specs for PS Now's minimum requirements for PS Now on PC. So you need Windows 7, 8.1 or 10, of course. You need a Core i3 2.0 GHz processor, 300 megabytes of available storage, 2 gigs of RAM, and a sound card and a USB port. It says here for optimal performance, the following specs are recommended: Windows 7, 8.1 or 10, 3.5 gigahertz, Intel Core i3 or 3.8 gigahertz, AMD A10 or faster, 300 megabytes of storage or more, 2 gigs of or more of RAM, and a sound card, and a PS controller, obviously, because it has to be a PS controller. You have to have a PlayStation controller, because that's where you need the USB port. That's it.
It is compatible with the wireless adapter, though, for PC.
Oh, it is? Oh, so there you go. Yeah. I mean, if you want to play these on your PC, you can, people. $20.
Oh, that's crazy.
Huh. A month, though, and that's so weird. I just flipped over to the US just to, because I'm like, I don't,
sure.
This,
you don't believe
this
me?
cannot be
lying?
like, yeah, like they're lying, dude. I don't know what's going on here. So, like 50% less. Like we are paying half what you guys pay,
and then
that's fucking weird.
Even less than that, because isn't the US dollar worth a little bit more? You're paying like a little bit less than that. So like you're paying like $7 US for this shit a month. We're paying 20. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's weird. Like,
all right, move to Canada.
Move to Canada. Switch your region to Canada on your PlayStation, guys.
I wonder if you could do that. If your subscription would change.
Locked? I think you can change the region. Huh?
No, I bet you the subscriptions are region locked.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't use a US code to get it. I don't think.
I was thinking that's why I have a couple like questions to make sure that we're Canadian before we can actually.
How much maple syrup do you use? How much Tim Hortons do you buy a week?
How many hockey sticks do you own?
What is P-mail?
What is P-mail? Is Canadian bacon Canadian bacon? You gotta know the answer to that. Oh, shit. But that's all we have for news this week. I mean, other than that, I didn't see other news really on the side. I mean, what the fuck did I post this week in the group? I posted a lot of news.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a big week. I mean, the whole cross-platform thing was like...
That was huge.
I mean, that's huge. That's like
week, yeah.
That's like a month worth of news. Crazy.
Yeah, that was huge for Sony, and I think obviously Fortnite.
I would just wonder why so games that are out, it's kind of up to the companies to make them work. But games that are coming out, especially with people being so vocal on like Twitter and Reddit and these days, like it's so like Anthem. How much of a chance do you think that's going to have now as far as being like crossplay? If people bitch enough about it or are vocal enough before it comes out.
Or Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rockstar's a company that could force them to do something like that because they're so popular.
Oh,
right?
Completely. I mean, there's big games coming out, like huge games, and there's going to be a lot of people wanting that. So I guess we're going to see what happens.
Yeah. Only the future will tell.
Yeah. So besides that, I mean, the Walking Dead news was that. Oh, I got news for VR, guys. I watched that Oculus press conference I did the other day.
And what's VR?
Talking about.
Never heard of this VR thing.
Called it virtual reality. Oculus Quest is a new standalone VR headset, guys, and it will be launching next year for $399.99. And with it, they said that you don't need like a PC. Obviously, like I said, it's standalone and it's wireless. So it comes with 2 of the Oculus controllers, and it will.
It's not quite as powerful as an Oculus, but it's not quite as underpowered as the Oculus Go is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
it's sort of where it fits in.
It's an in-between.
It sort of fits in the middle there. So
they say that it will have a resolution of 1600 by 1440 per eye. So that's the same resolution as the Oculus Go. But they say the headset is a little bit more comfortable and lighter, obviously, because it's wireless. And it's just, it seems to be kind of on par with the Oculus Go, just more, somehow they stuck more power in there. They probably have a better processor or whatever in there or something. And now launch, they have 50 titles. They're going to have a launch with an exclusive Star Wars experience for it. Like, I think you play as Darth Vader or somebody that's with Darth Vader doing something in his castle. So there's that. But yeah, Oculus, guys, if you're interested in VR, $400 starting
now. Still not interested.
I mean, standalone, they're getting a little bit closer there. They're getting closer to the.
I'd rather use the power of my PC. Like,
well, you have a PC, but a lot of people don't have a gaming PC, and they might opt for this.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just VR is still not there for me. It's
they're saying that they're now also partnering with different sports venues, like different arenas or whatever, for different events. So, like, you can watch boxing ringside, you can watch basketball ringside.
Oh, I was thinking stuff like that.
That'd be amazing.
Concerts, football, like NFL football, they're partnering with them to like have sideline views, and you can sit there on the sideline and watch the.
You actually buy a virtual ticket. Like that's the thing. Like
that's pretty wild.
It's interesting. Like it's really
a cool idea.
It's a future. It's a great because there's not limited seats. You know, they could sell fucking. You have to have a couple of choice cameras. Stuff for 3D viewing.
All you need is a really good, nice camera to be in there, and
they could sell hundreds or thousands of those tickets. Yeah,
they could sell thousands of those tickets potentially, right? If they think about a good boxing match, right? How many people would actually pay to watch like a good boxing match?
Oh man, be right there,
like actually right there in front of them,
I didn't even think of boxing for some fucking reason, but that's the ideal
and even
Instagram.
You can even put like the cameras like right on the ring, like right on the little pillars, to have like a view of the whole ring, like all the way around. You can switch cameras all the way around, and just have like a view of like standing right there at the fucking pylon, just watching it. That'd be fucking cool, right? Like watching those.
Standing on the ring apron.
Yeah, pretty much. Just sitting there watching it, like right there on the fucking ring. Or like they could have a...
Or you can go to concerts and not have to deal with a bunch of fucking people. It'd be awesome. Yeah. What's going on, Jesus?
Holy shit, you hear those jets, dude?
Construction company going by?
No, those are fighter jets.
Nice.
Fuckers are fucking loud as shit flying over the city, dude. They just went all crazy. And so there's that. So if you're interested in that, you can buy that. And of course, a new Death Stranding trailer came out. I don't know if you guys watched that, but Death Stranding looks fucking crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Looks crazy as shit. You hear the jets?
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah. Just got the fuck out of the cat, huh?
Even other. Yeah.
And so there's that. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched that trailer. It was all right.
Not yet.
There's a guy looking like the Grim Reaper that has like the little flower thing that's flashing, and he's like talking to like Norman Reedus about some shit.
Oh yeah, I did watch that.
So stupid looking. And the PlayStation with Games Plus or whatever Games with Plus, I guess is what it's called. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Free games lineup for PS Plus members is Laser League and Friday the 13th for October. So Friday the 13th game, if you don't own it on Xbox or anything else, you can play it for free on PlayStation if you have PS Plus. And Xbox, of course, finally confirmed that they are partnering with Razer keyboards to bring mouse and keyboard support to the Xbox One. You guys excited?
No.
Warframe is the first game that will have it next month.
Yeah.
I'm only excited. I think for like building games and shit, it'd be cool, but I'm not gonna switch to first person games on the mouse. That's weird.
Not at all, dude. Fuck that. I'm not interested in that shit. Like Brink was talking about how, because he plays a lot of Warframe, right? He was like, I'm so hyped for War. I'm like, dude, you're gonna fall for the marketing and buy one of those stupid Chroma keyboards that has like all they change is the Windows key to an Xbox key, and that's it. Or are they gonna have like an?
I'm wondering how much those are, like how much they're gonna be, because I know like the Chroma keyboards for your PC are not fucking cheap.
Yeah,
they are fucking expensive, and all the accessories that go with them are fucking expensive.
I say they'll be $200 starting out, because I think. Damn, those jets are still flying around. What the fuck's going on, dude? Like, are we under attack? Are we under attack or something, Jonathan? Did the Russians launch nukes at?
Is there an air show in Portland?
What the fuck is going on right now? Do you hear them in Portland? What the fuck?
I don't.
They're fucking flying all around here, dude. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, the ground is shaking, dude. This is crazy. But yeah, I mean...
I think I did hear them, actually,
They're super fucking loud, dude.
Jesus.
What's up?
The 2018 Oregon International Air Show is going on this weekend.
No wonder these fucking things are loud as shit. Fucking jets are flying all around here.
Saturday, September 29th and Sunday, September 30th.
These motherfuckers are out here flying around in circles and shit. Dude.
I knew it. Like, I was just like, as soon as you started talking about it, I was like, there's got to be like a fucking air show or something going on.
A terrorist attack or air show. Which one is it? We don't know. That's fucking nuts. In other news, we were talking about the Chroma keyboards, right? So how much did yours cost?
Well, I bought mine used off some dude for $100, and it was the keyboard and the mouse. But the same package goes for almost $300 up here.
Oh shit!
So you could.
I just got lucky and found it online, and I was like, "I'll take that off your hands." And the only reason he was selling it because he's like, "I'm a streamer, and like my audience keeps saying, fuck, your keyboard's so loud." Because they're clicky as fuck, these keyboards.
Yeah. So like, his audience didn't like it.
So he decided to get a different key.
That's kind of shitty.
That's funny.
But yeah, apparently Phil Spencer came out and said like, "Oh yeah, we're coming out, with this." And they did say, he said, "quote If you're a dominant first-person shooter player right now on the controller and you're worried that all of a sudden you're going to get swamped because a bunch of mouse and keyboard players are going to get flooded into your game. That's not what we're doing. He says we're putting choice into the hands of the developers about the games they want to bring. So apparently the developers get to choose who uses mouse and keyboard on what games.
Yeah, that's good.
But, I mean...
So you know who to bitch to whenever it goes wrong?
Shit, don't bitch at us, guys. We just give you the option. We're just giving you guys options. That's all we're doing. We're not making people make this shit happen.
Jonathan, did you just eat a gummy?
No, I ate a cough drop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Instead of the
infused gummy bears.
No, I was hoping this could be like because since you guys had the drunk as fuck episode, I was like, well, man, I want to be high as fuck. But I've been sick, so now I'm medicated as fuck. So I'm just like Dayquil and fucking cough drops. It's great.
The last piece of news I have, last one. XO18, introduced by Microsoft, is a global celebration of all things Xbox, happening November 10th and 11th in Mexico City. It says here, join us for XO18, a global celebration of all things Xbox. It says XO18 is for Xbox fans, where people can watch online for news, first looks, and surprises on the largest live Inside Xbox episode ever. Stay tuned on Mixer throughout the weekend for additional news. It says coverage streams on Mixer from November 10th to 11th. Fucking jets are flying all around here. Why are you flying over? Isn't like the air show like in
It's going on right now, dude. Like it's going on.
Is it located in my city or something? Where the fuck is the show located? It's never in this town. Like
just look at your window and look up.
I know, pretty much. I can see the air show for free from my window. This is ridiculous. God, man.
Hillsboro Airport.
Hillsboro.
Yeah, that's right between me and Jesus.
Yeah, so it's like in between here. So jets flying around here. Why are they flying all the way over here for that shit? Come on, guys, fly over there.
Because they don't want we're not getting bugged over here. Like, we don't want to mess with Portland people.
Yeah, because it started at 12 o'clock, Jesus, and it ends at 5.
Oh, I got here jets for 5 hours.
Oh, it says flying concludes at 4:45. Gates close at 5.
So less than 5 hours. But yeah, November 10th and 11th, 2018, it will start at 3 p.m. DFCT. What the fuck is DFCT? Is that like the time in Mexico City?
I don't think so. They're on Eastern.
DFTC.
Well, it's depending. Mexico City.
DFCT or Mexico DF is what it's called. I mean, was it that DF time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Down the
time zone?
Down the
they got their own fucking time zone down there. I do not know what's going on, guys. Anyways, Central Time or whatever.
What is it? DFCT?
Yeah, DF/CT. What the fuck does that mean?
DFCT? FCT? DFCT, Wire Cutting
DFCT.
Company.
If I see anything,
what does DFCT stand for?
DF time zones in Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
It says DF. So CDT is Central Daylight Time, which is Mexico City at this time. Okay. But by then we're gonna switch off to like a different time, right? Because
I don't know.
Don't we switch times like sometime next month or this month or something?
Oh yeah.
And this is happening. And this is happening in November, so it's probably like they're switching time zones or whatever, and that's what it's going to be called.
Yeah.
So 3 p.m., 5 p.m. on Saturday, whatever the fuck that time zone is in Mexico. But you can watch it on Mixer, and so there you go. I wonder they'll probably be giving away shit on Mixer for people. And I mean, are you guys anyone going to this? I don't know. Who the fuck's flying all the way to Mexico to do this? I don't know. This comes in the heels of Sony. They just announced no PS experience this year.
Yeah.
So, no PS.
It was so quiet.
Yeah, like they just decided.
You gotta edit in some crickets there, Jesus.
I mean, what the fuck, guys? Like, I wonder why they did that. Like, no PSX.
That's weird.
You know, they've done it for the last 2 years now, 2-3 years. And
they probably don't. They probably don't have any. They probably don't have anything to announce.
More Last of Us.
Yeah, but they're probably not ready.
Maybe this costs a bunch, and everybody just makes fun of them for it. So
that stupid.
And now Xbox is doing it instead.
Xbox is doing it in a whole
I just find it's weird that they went to Mexico City for this.
That's
it's like
there's a fuck ton of people down there.
North America.
In Mexico, Xbox is the dominant, one of the dominant platforms. I think. I mean, lots of family and shit down there have Xbox.
I know they've actually done it in Toronto before. I didn't get to go to it, but I know like 2006 or 2005 or something like that. They did one in Toronto. Toronto.
Yeah, they do that. They're doing that there.
North of the border.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Actually, Xbox, the original one, was manufactured in Mexico, dude. Like they would assemble it down there. So it wasn't made in China or wherever the fuck this new one is made. But that's all I have for news. No more news. Forza Horizon 4 coming to Game Pass this week. If you bought the Super Ultimate Edition, you're playing it now, probably. So, yeah. That's all. That's it. Time for questions. Questions, anybody? Questions?
Well, there weren't very many. We only had a couple. And one of them's from Johnathan.
Hey, guys.
They're community questions, I guess. Let's go on. You can leave questions in the Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast community, and all that.
Oh, wait, there is more. There is more.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's a couple on the Facebook that just happened since we've been on.
Or you can email us feedback at
We got you, John Jerome.
Go ahead and read that. Questions. Go ahead.
We want me? Okay.
Anyone.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to try getting the voice of Jonathan Hall on this one. Here we go. If you get loaded into a PvP match in progress, do you prefer being loaded into the winning team or the losing team?
And you sounded just like Johnathan.
Yeah, I know. That's a really deep question.
No,
your listeners.
I didn't even hear the question because you sounded so much like Jonathan. I was
just ignored you.
It just blew your mind.
Can you repeat that question for me one more time?
Oh, shit. All right. Well, this one was, when you get loaded into a random PvP game, when you load in, do you prefer being on the winning team or the losing team?
How do you know?
It's just when you're random. So I was playing like
this makes no sense. I want to be on the winning team, of course.
Well, I think what Jonathan was talking about is, do you like the ease of being on the winning team for the easy win, or do you like the struggle of like making a comeback and winning? Like myself, I think Jonathan too. I think both of us. We were playing Titanfall 2 earlier. Uh-huh. We got loaded into a game, and we were on the obvious winning team, and it just made it really boring. I'm like, man, this sucks.
When you just keep winning and dominating the other team over and over and over.
Or you come you pop into a team and you're like filling in a person who left or whatever, but your team is up by like 4 times the amount of the other players, like the other team, and you're like,
oh yeah. Oh well, I don't really mind it. I mean, that's cool. I want to win. Everyone wants to win. So being on the winning team is being win, bro. It's like you're asking Tom Brady, do you want to be on the fucking Patriots winning the championship every year, or do you not want to be on the Patriots? What the fuck you think he's going to say?
I know. I know back in the day on Gears of War, if I got on the winning, if I was put on the winning team, I would actually like keep a
team kill your teammates and just like not win or something.
No, I would basically notate the other team who the players were. I quit out of the match and then join that team and then try to come back.
Fucking sabotaging you, leaving your teammates, and that's
I would go for the losing team always on Gears.
Yeah, it's called betrayal. Jonathan, you heard of this thing called betraying people?
It's fucking easy wins. Sticking up for the little dude. And anyways, I haven't really had that feeling until like this morning when I was playing this one game. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be on this team. I want to be coming back.
Really mind. Anyways. Either one. Doesn't really matter as long as I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But losing over and over is not very fun.
No.
In games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, if you just keep losing over and over and over, or even Halo, if you just keep getting destroyed, it fucking sucks, man.
It does.
It blows. It's not fun. Next question.
Okay.
All right. Brian Tulp Jr. says, are you pissed we don't have flying cars yet? What is your favorite plane?
I'm scared of the fact of people having planes. If people were having flying cars, okay, if I'm driving my flying car, it'll work. And so I'm like 400 meters above the air or whatever, above the ground, and my engine dies. What the fuck is going to happen to me?
You're going to
land.
Unless I hope they have like precautions, like does a little parachute pop out? Do I have? Yeah.
No, you glide that thing into a fucking safe place and land it. I mean,
Okay.
technically, Brian, we do have flying cars. They're called airplanes.
Yeah.
Oh. Boosh. Mind blown.
We do actually, yeah. That's a good point there. Right?
But besides that, I think there are also the more conventional car to airplanes. I listened to some podcasts about that, and yeah, I think actually that I heard that there's like 11 of them in existence. They're just fucking expensive right now.
What, flying cars?
Yeah,
you
flying
can actually,
cars.
like flying, but they take off more like a helicopter than like a plane.
Yeah, it lifts into the air kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a helicopter. It's a flying car. It's a car, but it takes off like a helicopter.
But it said that you could
straight vertical
Yeah,
instead
you
of
don't
having
fucking
to
go down the
catch
street
a wind.
100 miles an hour on the freeway and deploy your fucking wings and take off. You don't do that shit.
Okay, you guys told me. I want a flying car now.
Fuck this traffic. I'm just going to deploy my wings right here and take off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was talking about that you only need like 200 feet of like landing space to actually like kind of land in or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like, I grew up with like small aircrafts in my family, so it was like, you know, like that is a flying car to me. You know what I mean? Like my dad, when he was with us still, he had a Cub on floats that he just parked in his backyard because he lived on a lake. So he just landed in the lake and parked his plane right in the backyard. So it was pretty much like having a car, man. You know, like it was like you just hop
Grab
in and
groceries.
go. And my childhood, like, I've always had planes in my life. So I don't know. I guess my answer to what's my favorite plane? I guess it would be like a Cessna 150 because that's my dad. The first plane I can remember that my dad owned was a Cessna 150. Little two-seater, little engine in it. Like, that's what I learned. I learned how to fly on that thing. You know, my dad taught me because he was always like, yeah, you know, what if I have a heart attack or what if something happens to me and you're up here with me? You need to know what to do, right? So he taught me how to.
Freak the fuck out.
Well, you know what?
Cry all the way till we crash.
Like he always taught me. He was like, you know, I'll try and teach you everything, but remember, if anything happens, all you have to do is call the tower, and they will tell you what to do. Like they will tell you exactly
like how to fly the plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you don't remember, say, hey, you know, you're coming in for a landing. Put your flaps down. You know, this, that, the other. Your throttle needs to be at 25%, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. My favorite plane. I don't know, man. I don't know what my favorite plane would be. Probably. I really think that the Dreamliner that the Boeing has is fucking cool as shit. Have you seen that plane? That huge motherfucking Dreamliner? It's only flown by like one or two airlines right now. I think it's like Qatar Airlines owns some of them. And they only use them for international flights, but they're fucking sick. They're like huge. It's just like a mega fucking plane.
You're talking like commercial.
Yeah, that's like a fucking mega airplane.
Well,
There's little planes though.
I mean, the B-1 stealth bomber is pretty fucking cool.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That was actually, I don't know very many planes, but that's the one that thing's fucking cool looking.
The Spruce Goose, the one we have in the museum over here, is fucking pretty cool.
The fuck was the name of the Johnathan? You might remember this. What the fuck was the name of the plane in Tailspins?
Oh shit! I mean, yeah. No, that's
DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales. But yeah. Tells. How did the things all go on that one?
Propeller plane.
I don't remember. Yeah, no.
It had like the props.
It was really cool.
Engines, right?
I did like that plane. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
It was like one of my favorite cartoons as a kid.
Isn't that the same plane that what's that movie with the little rich kid? Fucking, he's like super rich.
Movie with the little rich kid.
No, he's like super rich, and he's like really rich, like a billionaire rich, and like his parents die or something, and Richie Rich, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't his parents die in a plane like that? They crashed a plane or something.
Oh no, I guess I'm fucking what's that guy who's versus Evil Dead? Who's the Evil Dead dude? What's Why am I spacing his name?
Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell. Yeah, I guess he actually has a fucking plane up here that he turned in, like, it's for the past like 20 years he's been working on this plane that just has parts somewhere that he turned into like a living facility. So he just lives in the big old fucking
You're talking
plane.
about that plane that's in the forest here in Oregon?
Yeah. And then
the big ass 747 is like an airline plane, and he has it in the middle of the forest, just parked there. My buddies
just
went there like.
Yeah,
they went there like
they've been throwing parties out of it,
and he went there, and
they've been throwing parties out of it lately.
They took that's Bruce Campbell's. And it's just in the middle of like a little legit. You can just hike there, and there's a fucking plane in the middle of the forest, and the fucker lives in it. And you just take pictures of the fucking big ass plane, dude, in the middle of the forest, wings and everything, just sitting there.
I watch Tailspins now.
I know.
Yeah. I've been watching Animaniacs on Hulu.
Oh, I love that show.
It's a good show. That They Might Be Giants episode was so good.
I started watching it because they have like the entire series, the whole series on Hulu. I started watching episode 1 and like, holy shit, a lot of the shit they say and do in that episode would never fly in today's
Hello, nurse.
You know what I mean? Like the hot nurse and shit. Yeah, like all that shit would not fly these days, dude, at all. Oh man, they're fucking funny though.
Speaking of Brave was always good shit.
But yeah, next question. Oh wait, yeah, favorite plane, Dreamliner plane. I want to fly in that plane. I need money though, guys. I need lots of Patreon money so I can afford a first class ticket. That's where it's really cool. The rest of the plane is kind of cool, but I mean that's the coolest part of the plane is the first class section, of course.
All right, so if you guys can all start contributing, so Jesus can get himself a leisure liner.
There you go. I need like how much does a plane like that cost?
Where are you gonna go, Jesus? You can't leave the country.
I don't want to fly somewhere. I'll fly it in circles around the country.
He's gonna fly with an air show next fucking year. This time,
I'm gonna fly big ass Dreamliner.
I'm gonna fly the fucking Hillsborough.
There you go. The worst plane I've ever flown in, though, guys.
Jesus is gonna fucking mistakenly fly over the Canadian border and get shot down.
Shot down by Canada. You know, like the worst.
The Mounties are gonna be chasing you on their horses.
Big ass airplane Mounties chasing behind me, and on their mooses.
I thought. Don't you guys have like rockets like attached to this now or something like that? Like your Air Force division?
There was one time I flew to DC and when I was flying, because we flew from here to Texas and then to DC, it was kind of a weird fucking flight. But flying here to Texas, we flew on a tiny ass, like, tiny jet, dude. Like, that thing was so small. Like, it was tiny as fuck. It was like almost a private jet, like the size of a private jet. Yeah. Fuck that, dude. I'd never want to fly on a plane like that again, ever in my life.
Dude, try flying it like the Cessna 150, man. It's crazy.
That thing is scary as shit, dude. Like, fucker, you know, on the airliner, it takes off. Sometimes there's turbulence and shit. Like, it's fine. Yeah. Like, you feel it a little bit. You're like, oh, I'm pretty confident the pilot knows what the fuck he's doing, and this plane is not going to fall out of the sky. You find a little tiny fucking jet, dude. That fucking thing takes off, and they're flying, like, at 50,000 feet or some shit. Like, they fly a little bit higher or lower than the other planes for some reason. And the fucking, we hit turbulence, dude. That fucking thing dropped like 20 feet. I swear, it dropped like 20 fucking feet in the middle there. Just, and the pilot's like, ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. Don't worry, we're just hitting a little bit of turbulence out here. Dude, I thought we were going to fucking die, man. I was like, oh.
Dude, you think that's bad? Okay. My dad's Cessna 150, we were flying into Toronto Island Airport, and we were coming in for a landing. And there's a lot of like bigger jets that go into Toronto Island. It's like it's not the huge airport, but it's a mid-size. It's a smaller one, a mid-size, but there's still a lot of jets. We got caught in the engine backwash as we were coming in, and the whole plane tipped sideways when we were maybe 50, 60 feet above the ground.
Shit.
And the plane, we just got caught in the wash, and it was just like, whoa. Totally turned us sideways.
Fuck.
And Like Dad knew it was like he knew what to do, so we ended up landing fine. But you know what I mean, like things like that can just fucking throw you for a loop, and that's in a little 2-seater plane.
That'd
Like
be scary as shit, dude. Yeah,
it's pretty crazy, and you're that small that the wash from the engine it'll just throw you
You'd
around.
be surprised how like if a big think about that huge airliner, like a big ass 747 could sometimes get hit with turbulence pretty bad, you know, and it gets kind of scary. Yeah. Little planes, dude, they just fucking get tossed around by the wind like nothing, dude. Like that shit was scary, man. And then the fucker flew through some clouds.
They're designed for that though, so you know what I mean. It's like it was rare that you hit a pocket where you would drop like 20 feet.
That was scary, man. I fucking think I thought
you gotta remember in a jet. You're a lot higher. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're a lot higher than you would be in like a Cessna or something like that, right? Yeah. Like 20,000 feet, maybe. You know, is probably about the max you're gonna get. So
that was scary, man. I remember that, and that was probably the worst experience I ever had. You know, and then also the plane was kind of like it was too small, man. You can like literally you stood up and you were like touching the ceiling. Mm-hmm. You went to the restroom, like you stood up in a little tiny aisle. And it was like you're touching the ceiling of the fucking plane. Like, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, I've been on one of those just for like, it was only like for a half hour, but you flew from fucking Oregon to Texas in that? Or
was it from DC 3 hours in that little fucking tiny thing, man.
Yeah, that's insane. I didn't know they could last so long up there.
Yeah, it was like, it was insane. It was a long flight. And yeah, we flew all the way to Texas from Portland. Yeah, so it was fucking long. And then when we got into Texas, we got into like a regular plane. It felt so comfortable in those, even though crammed seats. It felt so comfortable compared to that little fucking jet, dude. I was like, fuck that jet.
But, guys, what's the next question?
Too much plane talk.
That was question 2. Next question.
Clint says, where is Gunny? I think we already talked about that.
He died.
Get pussy.
Next question.
Danelle Mech. Whoa, I don't know. Gillian Gain, but that's
nailed
a
it.
Weird one. You guys want to try your hand at that one? McGilly on Yang.
I could do this. Donald McGilly. That's how you say it.
Okay.
That's
it's a zombie apocalypse. You pick 3 people to help you in our gaming chat Alan made. Who do you pick and why for each one?
So there's a chat that's going on Facebook Messenger I've been in there I don't know how long, but like Alan's in there, David Snyder, Mirza.
Was this the Destiny chat?
It was a Destiny chat. Now it's just like a gaming friends chat. We just bullshit in there like all day long. Pretty much we just bullshit. That's all we do is post memes and talk shit about PUBG and FIFA. Because that's all they fucking play in there. But I would pick in there. Fuck, man. I want to pick David Snyder because he seems like I need an American and a true American. Fuck yeah. That speaks all redneckish and shit. Like I need David Snyder on my team. Just in case. And 2 more people, right? So I need 3 people? I can pick 3. I might take Alan maybe. That motherfucker's kind of crazy. I need a crazy person on my team, and he's kind of crazy. So I'm taking him, and I'm not taking his brother because then there's too much loyalty there. Like if something happens and he's gonna save his brother over.
I'm surprised you didn't take his brother over him.
I might take it either Alan maybe or Mirza. One of the 2. I'm taking his brother or him. I don't know, whichever one. Like, I'm taking one though. That's it. And then I don't know who the fuck else I would take. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Amar. Amar Zubazic. Taking him. He's from Bosnia. I don't know. They're just kind of cool. I don't know where Alan is from. I think Alan's from Bosnia too. I don't know where the fuck Alan is from. He's from somewhere. He understands Bosnian. Does it mean he's Bosnian? I don't know.
Because he watches soccer.
I don't know where he's from.
I think he's like in Florida or something, isn't he?
Isn't there Anthony like in Missouri? St. Louis?
But he's got like a Frenchy accent too. Like
he does.
I don't know.
Where are you from, Alan?
Yeah, Alan.
Fucking mystery.
Why don't we know where you're from, Alan? What are you
Alan,
hiding?
why are you hiding this from us? I think even the other day he brought that up because I was talking shit to him, but he was like, I said something about you people or something, just fucking around, right? And he's like, yeah, you don't know where I'm from. That's why you say you people. I'm like, yeah, you got a point. I don't know where the fuck you're from. So yeah, I don't know where the fuck he's from. He's from somewhere. But yeah,
who cares? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter.
I'm taking those people on my team. Why not? They're cool people.
And I don't really know about. I'm not in that chat, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll take the same people as Jesus.
That's right. And why? I mean, like I said, David Standard is in there because he's American, true American, and he says y'all and shit like that. And I need a person that talks like that on my team because we run into some crazy redneck Americans that survived the apocalypse, and we got to join their community. Like, I'm sending David up there to talk to them first.
Oh yeah, it's a translator.
Yeah, get up there and talk to them. What are they saying to me?
Oh, good point.
Y'all.
I didn't even think of that. They're saying hello.
Yeah, they're just being friendly, guys.
All right, should we get on to the next question?
Next question.
John Jerome asks, you were on death row. What do you order for your last meal?
So I thought about this plenty of times. Not because I might end up on death row one day, but just I thought about this. Because I've seen some of those shows where people are on death row and like what they order and how how they're treated the day before they die and all that shit. I don't know what I would actually I know what I would order. I would order a nice steak.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I want a nice prime rib, like a nice
Prime rib.
Prime rib, yeah. A nice steak. I want with my steak a nice. I want a dinner roll. I want some. I want some mac and cheese. Why not mac and cheese? And I want some mashed potatoes with gravy. Mm-hmm. I kind of want like a basic American dinner. I want some corn.
Steak and potatoes.
Yeah, maybe some potato, or fuck the corn. I mean, maybe a little bit of corn on the side there. Or corn on the cob.
Man,
Give me corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here we go. So for me, I'm going steak as well, Jesus, because fuck it, right. If I'm going out, I'm taking a steak. And a baked potato, fully loaded baked potato.
Sounds good.
And then, maybe some corn.
Something that, just tops it off there, like, just whatever.
Yeah.
And like, if I wanted a dessert with that, I'd take, like, a cheesecake. Or an apple pie.
Take a cheesecake?
Cheesecake or apple pie. One of the two.
Fuck that, man. I'd have, like, double chocolate cake, man.
I love cheesecake.
Chocolate sounds pretty
Just
good.
give me some
If I'm
goddamn
dying,
chocolate before I die.
Cheesecake or apple pie, man.
I'm going with a sushi pizza with some pineapple on it.
Chocolate cheesecake. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jonathan?
I'm going with I want sushi pizza with pineapple on it.
Sushi? Did you say sushi pizza?
Sushi pizza with pineapple.
Oh my! I'll be on you if it was just
for it.
pizza. But sushi pizza with pineapple, bro? Like, how the fuck are you even gonna eat that?
You seen those photos? That looks fucking good.
That looks so disgusting. I'm not eating pizza with worms in my shit, especially cold and.
There's no worms in it, Jesus.
There's worms in sushi. I've seen too many videos.
I'll eat worms in steak. I've seen way more. I've seen more worms in
sushi than anything else in the world. Look it up.
Whatever.
Look it up on YouTube.
I'm not looking up worms in sushi. That's gonna be gross. I can't take it.
Sushi worms.
I have a weak stomach.
Never eat
They're
sushi.
like crawling out of there like all wiggly and shit, little white worms. Fuck that, dude. No way.
You guys are gonna make. You guys are.
I guess if you're dying, you might as well eat worms. Who gives a shit? But still, though,
What if you want something better?
What if they have a stay on your execution or something? You don't die, but you got parasites all in your body, eating your stomach and shit. Fuck that.
All right, guys.
And a beer. And a beer.
Another question.
Okay.
It says HGP suddenly blows up, and it's the most popular podcast on Earth. What celebrity would you allow to be a co-host?
Celebrity.
I thought I already blew up, and I thought I was your celebrity. What's going on?
What celebrity do we allow on the show? I don't know, man.
I don't know about celebrity, but I mean, I would think more like podcasting people. I'd like to have like Cheapy D or something on.
Fuck yeah, I'd get GPD on here to bullshit with him.
Yeah.
He sounds like a cool guy to fuck with.
Yeah.
Um,
Cheapy and Wombat.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole CAG crew.
yeah, fuck it, all of them. Yeah, bring them
Love
all
to have
on.
them on.
They're cool guys, yeah. Yeah, probably another podcaster like that. Yeah, I would, because celebrities don't seem to play video games. Like what the?
You guys don't want to talk video games with Schwarzenegger or something like that?
Do you think he really plays video games? All he plays is that fucking Mobile Strike.
Plays his, stupid phone game.
Mobile Strike. That's all he plays because he's on the commercials for that.
You guys play
shit.
Mobile Strike? Can we talk Mobile Strike?
Mobile Strike. Download
Wait.
now.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Oh,
I am a strong
yeah, it'd be
man.
awesome if you guys. Yeah, you guys
Get to the chopper. Play Mobile Strike and get to the chopper.
That's pretty much all you'd say.
Melina!
What the fuck else? I don't know. I don't know who I would have on here. Some young celebrity that plays video games. I don't know any of them who play video games.
Like Aaron Paul or something?
Somebody on Hollywood has to play video games, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's
those. Yeah.
I just don't pay attention to celebrities that much to...
Wanted to know which one actually does shit like that.
That Asian kid from Silicon Valley is fucking funny.
Iams
Can't remember his name.
Iams wouldn't know who.
Yeah. His girlfriend.
Yeah, or some kind of streamer. I don't know, what's a famous streamer? I get Dr. Disrespect on here. I'll get him to come on the show. Invite him on with the stupid outfit.
Interrogate him about whether it was actually real what happened between him and his wife.
Yeah, all that shit. We gotta interrogate him. Yeah.
I think it was all bullshit.
I think it was all made up.
I think
Like, you
just
see what's
to
going
make-
on now with him? Like, apparently now
No.
he's getting drive-by at his house. Like, people are
Oh, my coworker was
shooting
talking
his
about
house
that.
up.
Fucking...
And, like, he'll be streaming, and all of a sudden you'll hear, like, gunshots in the background, and people are apparently driving by his house and shooting at him, at his house. Well, not at him, but at his house.
Yeah.
And they do it,
That's-
like, often. Like, often. Like, he doesn't know what to do because apparently somebody found his address when all that shit went down with, like, his wife, saying they cheated on her or whatever, and they were going to split up and all this shit. Well, they apparently reconciled and everything's fine, but with that came the obvious thing where people, like, doxed him and, like, put out all his information on the internet. With that information came his address, and people know where the fuck he lives now in California. So they're just driving by his house, shooting at his house. Like, it's happened like 4 or 5 times now.
Time to move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buy bulletproof windows for your fucking house. And move the fuck out of there, man, because that's
fucking
fucking
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, like,
I mean, it's too bad as a streamer you can't move, though.
I don't know if that's real or if it's set up or if he's just having somebody drive, like,
Yeah, that I wonder.
I'm going to pay you $100 to drive out my house and shoot up at the sky or something.
Wait, Jesus. Are you paying Gunny to fly above your house in the jet right now? Is that what's going on?
Gunny's in the sky just flying circles.
Circles. I got so much stuff going on over here. All the jets.
I can see Gunny in a fucking fighter jet outfit, like the fucking jumpsuit and a big helmet on.
Totally.
All right, boys, I'm gonna fly over
Fucking
Jesus'
aviator
house, right?
sunglasses and a
Totally,
mustache.
dude, totally, just like Captain Gunny here, flying over the houses, just he's fucking flying around.
Goose.
Oh man.
Fucking Gunny's flying.
Gunny
in a
requesting
jet.
a flyby.
Gunny flying around in a jet. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, that's who I would invite.
That's okay. Yeah, he'd be pretty fun. It'd be cool.
Who would you want us to invite on, Jonathan? If we became super famous and we're like, we don't want you on the show no more, Jonathan. We want a real celebrity.
Well, real people on our
We want a real person. Yeah, I'd say that Schwarzenegger would be awesome, or the kid from from Silicon Valley. I don't know why I'm spacing his name. That Asian guy. He's super hella funny.
The Asian guy.
Which guy? The Asian guy that stole everything?
Oh,
Yeah. He was on like Mark Maron recently and shit. Yeah, I think he's fucking funny.
dude.
I bet he plays.
Isn't his name Yin Yang or something like that?
Yeah.
Yin Yang? That's his name, is it?
Oh, I think so.
I think it's something Yang. I think the first name is normal though. I thought it was like Daniel Yang or something like that.
I thought they called him
No,
Yin Yang or something like that.
But his character on that show is hella funny.
Yeah, I buy company. I make Pied Piper. I make Pied Piper in China. He makes a Pied Piper in fucking China.
The China versions of all this shit.
Then he makes the China version of Twitter, the China version of Google, and all that shit. He's just like copied all the companies.
Oh yeah, it's all on that whiteboard.
He has like all the different companies in Silicon Valley, like the China versions of them.
Yeah, like China Google.
Yeah, China Twitter, China Facebook.
No, it was new Pied Piper.
Yeah, the new
New Twitter.
Okay.
New Facebook.
Yeah, he makes all the new ones. They're all the Chinese versions. Oh shit!
That shit was funny. That show is so good. If you haven't watched that show, you gotta check it out.
I fucking love that show, dude.
Oh man.
But yeah, last name's Yang. I'm not finding my fucking Marion thing, so yeah, I don't know.
Fucking
Anyway,
funny,
yeah,
dude.
that's why. Yeah, that or Schwarzenegger. One of those two, I'd be pretty content with.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Joe Yang
Oh, that's right.
or Wan Yang.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
I always swear they call him Yin Yang or something like that.
Yeah, because it's like JIAN -YANG, so Yin Yang.
Yin Yang, yeah, that's what they always call him.
but his technical name is Jimmy O Yang.
Oh, okay, that's his technical name, but that's what they call him on the show, is Yin Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a funny dude.
Oh man, funny show.
Or no, that Jimmy O Yang is his real name.
Oh, that's
That's what
real
that.
name
Yeah,
in real life.
Yeah.
I love it when the CEO, goes to like China to tell him to ramp up production for the phones because they need like all the phones to ship out for the next week. And next thing you know, he's like, CEO taken hostage. We're alive. And he's like, please release me. Tell my family that I'm okay. I'll be treated fairly. And they'll take him hostage.
I love that his bargaining chip was he just wants to go. He wants back in America to like live with the guys again.
Yeah, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, he's one of it. Oh man, when he had when he brought in that pig,
Yeah.
be the body of the other guy was so fucking funny.
Oh, that's a good show.
He's dead. I own company now.
That show's fucking good, dude. That show's fucking good.
That guy went off the rails too. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, but it was a good time for him to kind of get off the show. I think
It was a good time for him to get off the show because
Oh, he went through fucking shitload of stuff. He was getting all drunk and fucking showing up at airports or something like
yeah,
that.
he got accused of.
he was all high on
other
heroin and
shit.
methamphetamine. Thinking
Yeah.
he's a video game character in Vegas.
He went through a lot of shit. That dude, yeah, I forget his TJ.
Yeah, but
TJ something, yeah.
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller,
Miller,
yeah.
yeah.
That dude, yeah, he
Yeah,
went through a
no,
lot of shit.
He's fucking funny. Even his earlier comedy, he seemed like he had a very he seemed like a mess, but it was cool.
Yeah. He was a good character though for that dude that he played.
Oh yeah.
My incubator.
Buck Vanity. Buck Vanity.
Do you know they actually made a website for that? Like you can find that backmanity.com or something like that, and it shows a picture of him in Big Head. And it's like we're investors of the future. It's like a whole website, like a legit website, dude.
Big Head is my other favorite character in that show.
Yeah,
He's
it's like everything
so-
just fucking falls in his lap.
I know.
He just like got $20 million from Huli just for like being just for betraying Pied Piper or whatever, just for working there for like 3 months.
They pay
Job,
him
he
off
just
not to
shows
do
up
anything.
and does absolutely
He
fucking
sits on
nothing.
the roof.
Roof. Yeah.
Just gets paid to sit on the roof of the building and drink and smoke weed. Oh shit! I fucking love that show, dude. Oh man.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Anyways, I think we're done with our show, guys. You can find us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers. Join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. Find us on Xbox. My gamer tag is Jesus Walks a Lot. I'll be playing some Forza Horizon 4 this week, some Forsaken Shores tonight, and some Forsaken Shores this afternoon. Actually, I'm going to get on right now after the show. Oh no, I need to edit. Fuck!
I remember that feeling.
I'll edit the show pretty quickly. I've gotten pretty good at it. I feel like.
Did you build yourself a template yet? It makes things so much easier, man.
I just do it like by hand, bro. This is custom artisan podcast editing. Handmade podcast. I'm keeping true to Oregon roots, man. We're handcrafted podcasts.
Anyways, you can find me on Xbox Live, Steam, and PSN, and I'll probably be playing Forza Horizon 4. I'm going to play some more Hollow Knight. I'm going to play some more Dead Cells. I'm going to play some more, I don't know. I'll be playing shit. More Tomb Raider.
Sea of Thieves.
So, yeah, I'll be on Xbox Live mostly. Maybe some more Spider-Man, too. But you can find me, Give8777. Woohoo! Jonathan, where do they find you?
You can find me, Penpointred, Penpoint, mostly on the Xbox, playing like Titanfall and Titanfall 2, Destiny 2, and Deep Rock Galactic and shit. But I was going to say you could probably find me on PlayStation Network on Penpointred, but I'm probably actually going to loan Jesus my PlayStation for the next couple of weeks so you can play some Spider-Man and shit.
Oh, are you going to buy him a copy of Spider-Man?
Probably.
We'll figure it out, yeah. But yeah, we'll make plans to get you.
Have you even played that copy of Skyrim that I gave you?
I did a little bit. Yeah, it kind of made me a little. I got a little nauseous.
Skyrim VR is like a whole different Skyrim, dude. Like you're in that fucking shit. It's fucking wild.
It's crazy.
It's pretty.
I don't have the motion stick still, so I just use the controller, and it's weird just being on that horse cart, just going down the hill and like looking at all the castles and all
the dragon comes in.
Man, but well, VR, yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, fucking Wipeout XL or Wipeout whatever it is that's amazing on VR. But yeah, anyways, yeah. I'll be on some Sea of Thieves too. And that update is pretty fun. I'll probably not be. I won't. What is it called? I won't anchor the ship anytime close to island this time. I've learned my lesson.
We had like 5 chests on our ship as well. Like we were loaded with loot. We were doing a bunch of voyages. We had a bunch of loot on our ship and.
I'm like, wait, there's only 8 chests on there anyways. They're like, no, there's like 5 chests. I'm like, no.
He's like, yeah, there's nothing on the ship anyways. We're like, dude, we had that shit loaded. What are you talking about? Oh, fuck. That was bad.
Yeah, that's fucking why I always push to go back and drop all that shit off before you do anything, man.
Yeah, fucking Mojo.
Those volcano islands are a whole other level, dude. Like,
I need to get in there and see that. I haven't even played it.
Shaking, dude, and like steam. Like they have like these little like cracks on the ground, right, where like the steam starts coming out, and if you're walking over and the steam comes out, it shoots you up in the sky and you fall and take damage. It's just insane. Like it's pretty cool update. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's a crazy element. Yeah.
What does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Catch me on Sea of Thieves. That's not what she says. That's what I'm saying. But catch me on Sea of Thieves and Gunny Chief.
Oh, yeah.
He's flying a jet back home now. See him
How about that?
See him online, guys. Anyways, we're out of here. Bye. We'll see you next week on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Forza Horizon 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, lots of games coming out. Black Ops coming out the week after. So many fucking games. It is insane.
Games. And more games.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Why are you waving at us?
I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Back at you guys. Bye.